men and women of our military and thank them for all the sacrifices they have made to keep us safe. We salute you. This salute is proudly presented by the law offices of Kenneth Hiller, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. We'll take a break, but the coin toss and opening kickoff are coming up. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with things I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a door frame. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved ones' faces. Many have trouble seeing in low light, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA today. Learn more at GAWon'tWait.com. That's GAWon'tWait.com.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great, but with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
With Tim Hortons 2 hot breakfast sandwiches for $6 deal, you can mix and match your favorites. Mix and match between savory sausage or naturally hickory smoked bacon. Mix and match between an English muffin or flaky biscuit. Any two served with a freshly cracked egg and melted cheese. You can even mix and match how you share it. One for you, one for them. Two for them, or two just for you. There's no wrong way to mix and match this tasty deal. 2 breakfast sandwiches for just $6. It's time for Tim's. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Single item at regular price. Modifications and tax extra. Additional terms apply.
The following is a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
The Buffalo Bills are AFC East champions 4 years running. Now, the tournament begins. In today's episode of As the Bills Turn, has 5 weeks of playoff-type football worn the Bills down? Can they keep it going for 4 more games? Will the terrible towel invade Highmark Stadium? Or will they be wiping their tears with it after the game? The answer to these questions coming up next. Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, go to northwest.com. Now, live from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, here's Sal Capaccio, Eric Wood, and Chris Brown.
All right, welcome back once again. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. We are just about ready for the opening coin toss. We will remind you that today's head referee is Carl Cheffers, who is in his 24th season, 16th as a referee. And this is Cheffers' 19th postseason assignment, including 6 wildcard playoffs, 7 divisional playoffs, 3 conference championships, and 3 Super Bowls. The coin toss brought to you by Salem's Premium Hot Dogs and Deli Meat, available at your favorite retailers all season long. Captains are out. Let's go down to Carl Cheffers.
Gentlemen, congratulations on earning the opportunity to play today's wild card playoff game. The coin commemorates your achievement. The NFL logo is heads. The other side is tails. Pittsburgh gets to call the toss. Tails. They've called tails. It is heads. Buffalo's won the toss. We'll defer their choice to the second half. Pittsburgh gets the ball first, this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so Buffalo wins the toss. They have chosen to defer, and Pittsburgh will receive here, and I believe they chose the tunnel end zone to receive, so they'll be going right to left. Let's go down to the field to our legend of the game, Hall of Famer Steve Tasker.
Welcome to Super Wild Card Weekend. Hey, hey, hey. hey, hey. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
All right. A mic throw, not a mic drop by Steve Tasker. That was violent. Wow, that was something else. Thank you, Steve. Eric, we should mention referee crews in the postseason are mixed officiating crews. They get the best rated officials through the course of the regular season and put them on crews of mixed players. There are 3 members of Cheffer's crew on this staff today, but they mix them up here with the best officials on the field for the most important games of the year.
Yeah, I think that's the best way of doing it. NFL officiating has taken a lot of criticism this year, and you don't want the game affected in a negative way by the officials out there, and I believe that this is the best way of trying to ensure that not from happening.
It's time for the opening kickoff. Time to raise your glass to Sullivan's Brewing Company of Ireland, makers of Sullivan's Irish Red Ale, Irish Gold, and Black Marble Stout. When you're in Buffalo, you're in Sullivan's country, our first U.S. market. Deep to return for Pittsburgh is the return man Godwin Igwebuike and Jalen Warren, the running back. Tyler Bass puts his foot into the ball. It's a low line drive, and we're underway here on Wild Card Weekend. Fielded by Warren at the 10, cuts it back at the 20, up to the 25, and he's caught, but spins away from the tackle by Ty Johnson before Tyler Matakevich wraps him up at the 30-yard line. So a good drive start here for Pittsburgh as Mason Rudolph, the 6th-year pro, comes out, the 3rd starting quarterback of the season for Pittsburgh, but he is 3-0 as a starter. They've won their last 3 games of the regular season with Rudolph under center, and he's brought a functionality to the Steelers' defense or offense week to week that we haven't seen much week after week this season. Balin Spector, Dane Jackson get the start in place of the injured players Douglas and Dodson. Here's Rudolph under center. Pitch to the left to Najee Harris. Gets tripped up going through a hole. Greg Rousseau got an arm on him, and Ed Oliver finished him off. It may have gotten 1.5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice play by Rousseau, working out on the edge against the tight end Darnell Washington. And it looked like the Steelers had numbers there, but Greg Rousseau simply stops that play in its tracks by himself for only a 1-yard gain.
The crowd is loud from the jump. You can hear them here early. It is 2nd and 9 here for Pittsburgh. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Warren the lone setback with Rudolph under center. Coming in motion is Robinson. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, and it's a screen on the left side to Warren. Has running room, cuts it back at the 35 to the 40. First down yardage and more as he's out to the 47-yard line. Jordan Poyer on the stop. That's that explosive nature to Warren's game, Eric. We saw it there.
Yeah, he's got some serious speed. They set up a screen there. Balin Spector gets washed up by an offensive lineman who's got Warren in man-to-man coverage, and because of that, it allows Warren to get up the field for the big gain.
15 yards on that screen play. Brings up 1st and 10. They mark it at the Pittsburgh 46 as we are just underway here in Orchard Park. Rudolph under center in a 2 tight end set. Coming in motion is Robinson right to left. Handoff goes to Najee Harris over the right side, and he's wrapped up immediately by Spector around the ankles. Got about 2, maybe 3 yards on the carry.
And this is what this Pittsburgh offense has looked like these last few weeks with Mason Rudolph. Some easier throws, they get him the screen, and then it's just going to continue to test you on the ground. Can you continue to tackle Harris and Warren and prevent them from big games? If you can, you get this Pittsburgh offense off the field. If not, they will really wear on you.
2 tight end set here for the Steelers. Rudolph in the shotgun. Harris to his left. 2 receivers to the left. Play clock down to 8. Late motion from Harris. Rudolph looking to his left. Pass was batted at the line of scrimmage. Hard to tell who got a hand on it. In any event, it's incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
It looked like Terrell Bernard who got his hand on that one, coming on the pressure from the second level of that Bills defense. First 3rd down of the game coming up. This Pittsburgh offense, 22nd in the NFL, converting 3rd downs. This Bills defense, 19th in the NFL at preventing 3rd down conversions.
Yeah, you were right, Eric. It was Terrell Bernard on the deflected pass. Warren in, but he's going to split out wide. Now he's going to come back into the backfield Rudolph in the shotgun, 5 on the play clock. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 7. Here's the snap. Looking to his right, fires to the sideline, looking for Freiermuth, and it's over his head, incomplete. Cam Lewis and Jordan Poyer were in the vicinity in coverage.
The big criticism coming out of the playoff game against the Bengals last year was the off coverage. Too easy of access of throws on the outside. There the Bills line up and run press man on the first 3rd and long of the game. Force the wide throw to the sideline, and the Bills get off the field to force the punt.
Presley Harvin on to punt this one away for Pittsburgh from their own 48. Deontay Hardy deep to return, standing at his own 8-yard line for Buffalo. Hardy, as we know, had the 96-yard return for a touchdown last week. Aussie-style punt, end over end is short. Signal fair catch from Hardy, who has to run up to field it at the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 21 off the fair catch. Just underway here, 12:35 left in this first quarter. We are scoreless. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Are you suffering from back pain, foot pain, or plantar fasciitis? Find relief at the Good Feet store today on Walden Avenue in the Target Plaza and start the new year on a better foot. Hi, this is Eric Wood, former pro football player. I know the struggles and I'm thrilled to share my solution, the Good Feet store. Don't let pain hold you back. Visit them on Walden Avenue inside the Target Plaza and step into a pain-free new year. Trust me, it makes all the difference. Your comfort begins at the Good Feet store.
Have you been injured in an accident and need help? The experienced attorneys at the Barnes firm have recovered millions of dollars for their clients. Now, that's the team you want to fight for you to get the money you need to pay medical bills, recover lost wages. Call the Barnes firm today at 1-800-8-MILLION and see what your case is really worth.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
After my car accident, insurance offered me $50,000. My attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $1.3 million.
I'm Rich Barnes. What's your case really worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grider, 500 Pearl.
Freed Maxick is one of the largest locally owned public accounting firms in the Western New York region and a top 100 CPA firm in the nation. With local knowledge and national acumen, Freed Maxick helped Common Bond, a local real estate developer, navigate the intricacies of development capital. With Freed Maxick, they found a strong partner to navigate tax credit development so they could focus on making the development a success. To learn more about how they went from idea to investment, visit freedmaxick.com. Go with Freed Maxick.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next chance to skip the trip. Thanks to Mobile Deposit, the easy way to deposit checks from your phone. The next way to split the bill. With Zelle, the app that lets you safely send money to just about anyone. Even the next contact-free shopping spree. Simply add your Northwest Visa credit card to your mobile wallet. It's all part of Northwest Checking, with 3 flexible options to fit your life. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com, member FDIC.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, what a difference 24 hours makes. You could not see anything here at Highmark Stadium yesterday afternoon. This game was supposed to be played at 1 p.m. today. It's cold, guys, but it's nice out here. It's not even that much of a wind, actually. It's pretty breezy, but not that much of a wind. This is what we're expecting for the rest of the evening.
The Bills' first drive of the game brought to you by your local Upstate Honda dealers. To see the exciting all-new Honda lineup, visit your local Upstate Honda dealer today. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cook in the backfield to the right of Allen in the shotgun here in a 2 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to his left and complete to Khalil Shakir at the 25. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Quick hitter right away.
A little wide on the throw to Shakir, but he keeps his streak of 100% completions to Shakir. And they're just a timing throw. Get the ball in Josh's hands early. Try and get him in a rhythm early here.
Trent Sherfield checks into the game. And Cook's going to line up to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Diggs on the left side, and now Knox joins him over there and puts his hand on the ground at the left side of the formation. Late motion here from Diggs left to right. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Come through a hole on the right side, lowers his head to try to get to the first down marker. He's going to come up a yard short to the 29, bring up 3rd and 1. Landon Roberts on the stop.
Looks like the Bills are going to get right back on the line of scrimmage. Wouldn't be surprised here to try and prevent them from getting big personnel and run the QB sneak.
Allen under center, and they shove him over the left side, and it's going to be close. I'm not 100% certain he got it. It looks like they're standing on the 30-yard line to mark it, and they say first down.
Yeah, just gets it by about a foot, but, you get where you run nickel defense on that second down, well, then you get the 3rd and 1 to Buffalo.
Reports is eligible. 76 is eligible.
Buffalo's going to get right back on the line of scrimmage to prevent them from getting in their bigger personnel. It's a nice job executing for the first down there.
Andy Isabella is checked into the game. He's on the left side with Diggs and Kincaid. We've got Ty Johnson checking in as well to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Here's Isabella in motion left to right, and now he doubles back. Here's the snap, back to pass, has time, looking down the right side, and it's complete for a first down and more to Dalton Kincaid as he's up over midfield and into Pittsburgh territory. Well, they're going to mark him right at midfield. Eric Rowe on the tackle, the veteran safety who was called up from the practice squad.
Eric Rowe was running stride for stride with Dalton Kincaid, but Josh Allen puts that ball perfectly on the money for the nice gain.
It's a 20-yard pass play, Allen to Kincaid. Cook back into the game to the right of Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And now Diggs in motion right to left. 10 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Quick hitter out to Diggs, has blockers in front to the 45, bounces into a blocker, but stretches for the first down marker and has it at the Pittsburgh 40. A 10-yard pickup.
Just a screen pass to the outside. Diggs weaving traffic on the outside to give the Bills back-to-back first downs. I've loved the way how Joe Brady started off this game.
Is eligible. 76 is eligible.
They're using great pre-snap motion to really get the eyes of this Pittsburgh defense, and then it's been screens, quick hitters, and then the long one to Kincaid.
Allen under center, Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook. Cuts it through a hole, but is stood up there as he gets to the second level, and the surge kind of pushes him forward, but they say forward progress was stopped at the 36. Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
Backup guard David Edwards, who is in at tight end, was actually behind that play trying to pull him, which you're not allowed to do. You're allowed to shove from behind. You cannot pull guys down the field. Lucky that wasn't called a penalty there.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Coming up on 9 minutes left in this first quarter. No score, but the Bills are driving. 2nd and 6 here. Allen in the shotgun with Cook to his left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Looking left, now over the middle, complete to Diggs. Wide open underneath to the 30 and down to the 25. And they mark him at the 24-yard line. It's another first down pass from Allen to Diggs. This one for 12 yards. A Landon Roberts on the tackle. And Eric, they're going right at that linebacker level early.
Yeah, Landon Roberts, Mikael Walker, they're going to attack that second level of the defense. They're not the most athletic at that position on the second level, and they've attacked it a lot to start this game.
Bunch formation on the left. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 1 receiver to the right. Handoff goes to Cook. Gets through a hole. Gets to the 15. Shakes a tackler. And he's down to the 12-yard line. It's another first down for Buffalo. The Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
This Bills offense, number 6 in the NFL, scoring touchdown to red zone. This Pitt defense, top 5 in the NFL. They've done a great job this season of keeping teams, opposing teams out of the end zone when they've entered the red zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10 here at the 12. Hardy, Sherfield, and Shakir are the receivers. Kincaid in there as well. Shakir on the right side, the other 3 on the left. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook, working his way over the left side. Not a lot of room there, but he falls forward and gets just beyond the 10 for a pickup of 3. Keanu Benton, the nose tackle, on the stop.
James Cook with a nice start to this game, and James Cook has been an asset. Pro Bowl running back, voted in by people around the league, fans, coaches. He's really earning a nice reputation in this league.
3 receivers to the right. Dawson Knox lined up off the left side. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 10. Here on 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, looking left, and now in the end zone, complete to Dawson Knox for the touchdown. Oh, he was wide open. He split the 2 defensive backs, and Allen hit him for the opening drive TD. Too easy, Eric.
It was incredible balance, and as I look into the stands, snow is flying. It is flying all over the place. The fans throwing this snow up in the air, almost looks like confetti coming down out of the sky. What a start by Josh Allen in this offense. Josh starts off 5 for 5 for 56 yards on that opening drive.
It's officially a 9-yard touchdown reception for Dawson Knox. The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is a line drive, but it's up, and it is good. 7:02 left in this opening quarter, and the Bills' first drive goes for 7. They lead 7-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Breaking news here. You know who's retiring? Nick Saban. My goodness gracious.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of SiriusXM.
We are saying goodbye to the greatest college football coach the sport has ever seen.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
College football is going to be a lot worse off without Nick Saban.
And expert analysis on college sports radio.
This is huge news. This is something that is going to have a massive domino effect on college football.
Live sports talk when you need it is on SiriusXM in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Get closer to the game of golf with PGA Tour Radio on SiriusXM. Hear live coverage of the biggest tournaments.
John Rahm becomes the 4th Spaniard to win at Augusta.
Interviews with the legends of the sport, like Tiger Woods.
I've gotten stronger. I've gotten better.
And tips from our experts to improve your own game.
You'll learn to make great contact.
Experience the world of golf on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Sunday, February 18th, the Daytona 500 is coming to SiriusXM NASCAR Radio.
Daytona 500, baby!
The most revered race of the year.
Let's go!
Starts a new season of NASCAR.
It has this aura about how you race is going to be different.
40 drivers, unlimited excitement.
Charging to the inside!
And one place to hear all the action.
SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
In the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Let's go, boys!
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Get closer to the game of golf with PGA Tour Radio on SiriusXM, Channel 92, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Tracking towards the cup, and it goes in!
Well, the Bills get things going. A great drive to start the game to get on the scoreboard first. It's a 200 drive time of 10 plays, 80 yards, 5 minutes and 33 seconds. That's all brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, did Josh Allen miss that drive? I think he was perfect, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He was 5 of 5 for 56 yards and a TD. His current passer rating, 152.9. Here is the kickoff from Tyler Bass. It's going to go deep into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Pittsburgh offense will come out at the 25-yard line. At Independent Health, you'll find more than 1,000 Western New Yorkers who are big fans of this community and big fans of the Bills, of course.
Bass hit that one clean. You know, it was the squib to open the game, but it looked like a miss hit by Bass. And then you mentioned a line drive on the PAT attempt. It can often be tough on kickers. That ball gets a little extra hard in these elements like this, and it can be tough on them, but seemed to be getting his footing there.
Here's Mason Rudolph under center on 1st and 10. Base personnel for Buffalo here as Pittsburgh is heavy. Handoff goes to Najee Harris, plows forward, but he's wrapped up a yard past the line of scrimmage, and he's going nowhere. Got about 2 yards on the carry. Dorian Williams on the stop, who checked in as the third linebacker. Linval Joseph with the helper.
The game plan for this Bills defense here today is going to be what looked like at the end of the last drive by the Steelers. Be able to stop the run, force Mason Rudolph to operate in third and mediums to longs. That's not going to be the strength of his game, and the Bills can force a lot of punts if they're able to force him into those situations.
2nd and 8 here with 6:25 and counting in this opening quarter. Bills up 7-0. Rudolph in the shotgun, another handoff to Harris. Bounces off a blocker and is taken down. And they're going to mark him at the 30, so a gain of 3 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. Tim Settle on the tackle.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 coming up for this Bills defense. I mentioned the last time they got impress man. They're not going to make anything easy for Mason Rudolph throughout this game. They're not going to give him free access throws on the outside and let him dink and duck his way down the field. They're going to force him to try and make some big boy throws out here.
So it's 3rd and 5 here for Pittsburgh. Rudolph's going to go in the shotgun. Warren to his left, and he flips him over to the right side with some late motion. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And now the tight end in motion, Freiermuth, over to the left side. 1 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Looking to his right, fires, and it's a miscommunication with the receiver. It goes incomplete, out of bounds. Deontay Johnson was the intended receiver. Ed Oliver with some pressure on Rudolph, and this joint is jumping.
Oh, it's a party in here right now. The Bills fans had to wait an extra 27 and a half hours for this game, and they are charged up right now. We've seen intentional groundings called in that situation this year, but the officials elect not to throw the flag there.
Deontay Hardy back to return for Buffalo as Harvin puts his foot into it, and he mishit it. It's another short kick, and Hardy's yelling to get away from the ball. It bounces at the 30 and kind of dies there and rolls down to the 27-yard line where the Bills offense will get started. 43-yard punt, no return. You're listening to Buffalo Bills football, brought to you in part by Toyota. Let's go places. 5:21 left in this first quarter. Bills up 7-0. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Lou Nucciarino from Equitable Advisors. We all know the market can fluctuate. Wouldn't it be nice to protect your hard-earned nest egg when the market isn't kind, while still providing upside when it does well? At Equitable Advisors, we can show you how. You can preserve your assets when the market changes, giving you peace of mind. Call us at 716-626-2507. Let us help you preserve your nest egg.
Securities offered through Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance and annuity products offered through Equitable Network, LLC. Equitable Advisors, thinking about today and planning for tomorrow.
If you're injured at work, call Losi & Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi & Ganji work hard so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi & Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi & Ganji, 854-1446, or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi & Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction, concrete equipment, forklifts, telehandlers, and a whole lot more. Skyworks Equipment Rental has the right construction equipment and tools you need to get the job done. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and delivering to job sites nationwide, you can trust Skyworks to deploy equipment when and where you need it. To rent, purchase, or to schedule service for your own equipment with our factory-trained technicians, visit SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
Armor Heating is your defensive line against the cold and rising energy bills. With high-efficiency, Heil natural gas home systems, it's like having an all-star lineup on the field. And the benefits of heating with natural gas really add up. Score big with rebates through National Fuel's Gas Conversion Rebate Program when you convert to natural gas. For a game-changing home comfort, visit ArmorHeating.com. Heil, depend on us.
The right people, the right approach. Armor Heat.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. Bills have the football in a 7-0 lead with 5:21 left in this first quarter. With a drive start at their own 27. And very quietly, Eric, Dawson Knox, 2 touchdowns in 2 games. He's missed most of the season with wrist surgery. You wonder if he's finally got his groove back, so to speak.
Yeah, this is about the time you expect Dawson Knox to get back into form, and he's made big plays for this team over the years in his career.
Heavy formation on the right side here. Diggs on the right, another receiver on the left. Murray in the backfield with Allen under center. Fakes the handoff. It's play action. Has time, fires out to the right sideline, but it's wide of intended receiver Stephon Diggs. He had separation on Porter Jr., but the pass was a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, Diggs ran a comeback on the outside. It was hard play action used by the Bills, and Josh had someone barreling right down his chest as he released the ball, wasn't able to step into it, and I believe that's the reason that the ball sailed wide on him out of bounds.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 here. Ty Johnson checks in, but he's going to split out wide. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and an empty set look on 2nd and 10. Allen in the shotgun here, 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Allen squirts away from it. Patrick Peterson came on a corner blitz. Now he's going to tuck it and run and picks up 7 yards on the carry as he gets to the second level. And there's an injured Steeler on there, but he pops up, looks to be okay. Marcus Golden was shaken up on the play as he made the tackle.
Josh was completely fooled by the blitz. They brought Patrick Peterson off the edge, and Josh had no idea it was coming. Josh was able to avoid the sack, and then he had his eyes down the field, pump fakes, even pump fakes about 3 yards down the field, and still was able to draw some eyes to the defenders and picks up 7 with his legs.
3rd and 2. Murray coming back in for protection in the backfield with Allen in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. They rush 4, fires out to the left side, and he's off the mark again. Kincaid was coming inside on a slant, and Allen fired it behind him, incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick in coverage, and Buffalo will have to kick it away.
Yeah, Bills force a 3 and out, and then they go 3 and out themselves. It seemed like a miscommunication there on the outside between Josh and Kincaid. Wide on the throw, but those aren't throws that Josh usually misses. I think he thought that Kincaid was going to sit more on the outside and not break his route in so much.
So Sam Martin on for the first time today, takes the snap and punts it away. It's a high driven ball, and Calvin Austin fields it right at the Bills sideline as it's angled out of bounds expertly by Martin at the 18-yard line for a 47-yard punt, no return. Take your life back with Catholic Health's Joint Centers, nationally recognized for faster recovery and better outcomes. 7-0 Buffalo, 4:21 left in the first. This is Buffalo Bills football.
The end of an era in New England.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of Sirius XM.
That will be someone other than Bill Belichick along the sidelines.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
This is the single greatest run in the history of professional sports. It will never be duplicated.
And expert analysis on NFL radio.
24 years of sustained success. It was just magical.
Live sports talk when you need it is on Sirius XM in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hey, college football fans, this is Jacob Hester. All season long, we've followed the stars of tomorrow on College Sports Radio. And now we'll help you get ready for their next step, the 2024 NFL Draft. Every Thursday, check out a new episode of Draft Central on the SiriusXM app when Rhett Lewis interviews the top draft prospects as they work through the Senior Bowl, Combine, and ultimately wait to hear their name called in Detroit this April. Our team of experts on College Sports Radio gets you closer to the NFL Draft on SiriusXM Channel 84 and the SiriusXM app.
Basketball season is heating up on NBA Radio.
A spectacular move by LeBron James.
We break down the latest news every day.
It's unfair to sit there and be like, well, I mean, we're missing our best players. You got 2 other superstars.
And bring you the best games every night.
Tatum gallops into the paint and flushes hard with the right hand.
And in just a few weeks, hear wall-to-wall coverage from 2024 All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis. Only on SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
NHL All-Star Weekend returns to Toronto, and SiriusXM NHL Network Radio brings you all the action.
Pass and a quick shot. Scores! Matthews!
Ross for Crosby for the HP. He's good. Hear conversations with all-star players and coaches. All-Star Media Day, player draft, skills competition, and play-by-play of the 2024 All-Star Game. 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend live. Beginning February 1st on NHL Network Radio, Channel 91 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Join MLB Network Radio's Spring Training Tour with stops in all 30 camps on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app starting late February.
Well, Saturday, the Houston Texans beat the Cleveland Browns 45-14, and the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Miami Dolphins 26-7 to start Super Wildcard Weekend. Those scores in the AFC, of course. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
All right, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. Pittsburgh with possession on their own 18. Snap to Rudolph in the shotgun. Fires out to the right sideline. Complete to Pickens, but he dropped the football as he lunged forward for extra yardage. Are they going to say incomplete pass?
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 2nd down.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
And we're back here, and after watching it on replay, I mean, he took 2 steps and then fumbled the ball. And I think the Bills are going to challenge. Yes, Sean McDermott throws his red challenge flag. He's going to argue that's a fumble. I will say this, Eric, you hear it from the refs all the time. When you turn upfield and make yourself a runner, the reception's already been made.
You're exactly right. He takes 2 steps with the football. He actually makes like a lunge and a step, and that ball's coming loose before it hits the ground.
Challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
And the Bills had a clear recovery there. It's obvious that the Bills would have recovered it. So if they do call this a fumble, this will be Bills football deep in Pittsburgh territory.
And Taron Johnson was the player who forced the fumble. Terrell Bernard jumped on it for the recovery. And those two guys have been at the center of a lot of that for all season pretty much, Eric, because Taron Johnson has 3 forced fumbles on the season. I believe Terrell Bernard has 3 fumble recoveries on the season. Those guys have been around the ball a lot.
Yeah, at times you'll talk about a defensive player getting lucky by being around the football and being able to make fumble recoveries. I call that being a hustle player. You have 0% chance of recovering a football if you're not flying to the football on each and every play when that fumble does come out of the hands of the opposing offense. And so Terrell Bernard, who is one of the highest energy guys on the field for the Bills defense at all times, he's just always around the football. And Bills fans here in the stadium cheering as they're seeing the replay that's being shown here in Highmark Stadium over and over. And so Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown confidently out on the field already, hoping that they're going to be out there for this next play, and the Bills offense will be taken over.
Sal, you're about 10 feet away from Carl Cheffers. He's still looking at it.
He is, and look, I mean, there will be a question here. He was very simultaneous, 2 feet down, but he turned with the ball. I mean, he didn't get a third step in, but his left hand came down, and I think the other question is, does the ball come out? And it does. A hand was down, but not a knee, not an elbow, so this is going to be very close. Let me tell you what I saw from Sean McDermott. As soon as they showed the replay here, he took the challenge flag out of his hand, sprinted down to Carl Cheffers, waited, talked to somebody upstairs, and at the last minute, that's when he said, yep, I'm going to challenge this. I mean, look, we're on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network here. We think it's a fumble. It looks like a fumble. I think that's a catch, but you never know these days what these guys call.
That's right. Sean McDermott challenged a play last week and won that. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 here with this one as Cheffers is done with the review.
After review, the receiver satisfied all the elements of a catch. It is a completion and a fumble recovered by Buffalo. Buffalo wins the challenge. They will not be charged with a timeout.
That is a big challenge by head coach Sean McDermott and an overturn. It is Buffalo football. Let's see where they spot this. I believe it's going to be at the 29-yard line.
415, please.
Pittsburgh's had the second fewest turnovers in the entire NFL coming into this game. They have taken care of the football this year, but early in this game here in the first quarter, they cough one up there. Pickens trying to lunge up the field, trying to get some extra yards, and that ball comes loose. When it's as cold as it is out right now, that ball can be extra slick out there, and it just came right out of his hands. It wasn't even necessarily punched out. It just literally slipped out of his grasp.
So a golden opportunity here for Buffalo off the turnover. 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 29. Bills are going to go empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left with Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, pressure coming. Fires down the seam, complete to Kincaid for a touchdown. Well, the answer doesn't get much quicker than that. A 29-yard laser from Allen to Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And the snow's flying in the stands here again. Everyone that didn't throw snow on the last time is prepped to throw it this time. It is a party here in Highmark Stadium as the Bills find themselves up 13-0 with a chance to make it 14. That was a strike right down the seam by Josh Allen. Oftentimes, offensive coordinators after the turnover like to dial up a shot. Joe Brady did it right there.
Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 4:10 left in this opening quarter, and the Bills have jumped out in front early. The turnover forced by Taron Johnson turns into 7 points for the Bills in a hurry. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal for the drive time.
Yeah, how about a hurry of 5 seconds, guys? That's all it took. 29 yards, and of course, it was one play. That's your Toyota drive time. brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, this place is going crazy. I want to borrow a phrase from the late, great Van Miller. It's bedlam already in here on the first game of what fans are hoping is for back-to-back weekends and maybe more for the Buffalo Bills to start the 2023 playoffs.
So the offense cashes in. Now 7 points off turnovers for Buffalo in this one. It's half the point total. And once again, Taron Johnson with the hit knocked the ball loose from Pickens. Terrell Bernard recovered it at the 29. And in a blink of an eye, the Bills double their lead.
And we're going to call that the Town Auto electric play of the game. The electric play of the game was brought to you by Town Honda, or Town Mazda and Town Hyundai. Check out their exciting lineup of EVs at townauto.com. And how about the tight end stepping up in this one? Back-to-back, 2 touchdowns to start this game by the tight ends. How about this? Dawson Knox. 4 consecutive years in a row in the wild card round, he scores the first touchdown for the Bills in the game.
Amazing. And we talked about it in the pregame, Eric. Tight ends have feasted on this Pittsburgh defense all season. Doesn't seem like anything has changed. We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. As the Bills are going to go with base defense again, based on the offensive personnel grouping of 3 tight ends for the Steelers. 1st and 10 at their own 25. Rudolph in the shotgun, Warren behind him in a pistol look, and now he's going to go under center. Coming in motion is Austin left to right. Handoff goes to Warren, and he's tied up at the line of scrimmage by Greg Rousseau. Help arrives soon thereafter. He is dropped for maybe a 1-yard gain.
Terrell Bernard shot through the A-gap between the guard and the center, and they tried to have double teams. Well, Bernard's so fast, he shoots the gap, gets through, and forces Warren to cut it back where he didn't want to his left way too quickly, and the Bills rally to the football for just a 1-yard gain.
Balin Spector also had him around the ankles while Rousseau cleaned up top. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 10 here with Rudolph in the shotgun, Warren to his left. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking over the middle, and it's batted down by Ed Oliver, who got a paw up and knocked it down. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
The Bills know that Mason Rudolph wants to get to those quick throws. That's now 2 passes batted down at the line of scrimmage, 1 by Bernard, 1 by Ed Oliver. The Bills understand when they see him set his feet and get ready to throw the ball, they're not going to be able to get there for the sack. They're looking to bat that ball into the air. This is the third down of the game coming up for Pittsburgh. They're 0 for 2 to start this one.
Bills have the dime package on the field with Cam Lewis in. Von Miller also in the game here on a 3rd and 9. Play clock at 5. Rudolph in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Back to pass, pocket collapsing, fires over the middle, and it was tipped by Terrell Bernard, and it's incomplete, or was it intercepted by Hyde? Hyde's taking no chances. He's taking it back, but they're saying incomplete pass. Intended receiver was Pickens, but that tip instrumental in preventing the connection.
That's a Sean McDermott rule at practice. Anytime you think there's any question of a turnover, you take that ball all the way to the end zone. So Mike is doing it there. It's another nice stop by this Bills defense. What a start. 2 3-and-outs forced in this game. Another punt and also the fumble.
Here's the next punt. Sent up and away, and it was nearly blocked by Dorian Williams. Did somebody get a piece of that? Because that is supremely short. Fielded by Deontay Hardy on a fair catch at the Buffalo 44-yard line. We'll have to look at the replay. It's only a 31-yard punt. He skied it straight up in the air.
Yeah, Dorian Williams is coming off the field shaking his head. He thought he had a shot at that one. He came free, and oftentimes you don't get another shot at that. You set up your block, and you set it up. That's now their 3rd punt of the game, and you had your opportunity. Well, now Pittsburgh's going to get to the sideline and make adjustments based upon what they've seen the Bills try to do in getting that punt. So Dorian Williams upset with himself. He could have made a game-changing play. Right now, Ed Oliver, he's without his helmet. He's sprinting to the locker room. Hopefully nothing serious. He looks healthy as he's running to the locker room, but running with either an equipment manager or trainer, and he just ran into the tunnel.
Yeah, let's go down to the sidelines to Sal. You didn't happen to see anything with Ed, did you, Sal?
No, I didn't. Of course, he got his hand on that one ball, but he ran into the locker room. He was running pretty fast here, so hopefully he maybe just got to go to the bathroom or something. Let's hope that's the case, right? Sometimes, first play of the offense here, they're on the field. In the meantime, guys, This field has held up tremendously well considering what's gone on here over this weekend. Now, there's no heating coils under this turf from what I understand. The new stadium, they will have the heated field. Not here. The stadium was built, of course, in 1973. It opened, but here at this stadium, when they want to keep it dry, they put the tarp over it. There was a tarp over it for a couple of days. When I got here today, and I'm sure when you guys did, to take a look at the green turf, it was amazing considering all the videos that we saw the last couple of days. And I'll say this too. It's not that slippery. I just think feels pretty normal. Jay Feely's down here doing the game for CBS. And of course, he's a former kicker in the NFL. He said the same thing. He said he thinks this field is in excellent, excellent shape.
Yeah, I mean, fortunate for the Bills, once they took the tarp off, there was no more snowfall here since they took the tarp off this morning. So there is no precip on this field whatsoever, aside from the snowballs that are hurling down from the upper deck onto the field to celebrate after touchdowns.
Yeah, these are celebration snowballs.
Yeah.
Last year against the Dolphins, some of those were thrown as Dolphins players to be combative towards them. These, the only snow flying anywhere towards the field in this one has been in celebration mode.
So the Bills will try to add to their lead here with 3:12. We're still in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Bills take over at their own 44-yard line. Great starting field position, and they have an opportunity now to knock this game wide open, make it a 3-score game. And if you can make this a 3-score game, you're not going to allow Pittsburgh to try and ground and pound you throughout the game. You're going to put a ton of pressure on Mason Rudolph.
Two receivers to the left. Diggs is on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun on 1st and 10. And now Diggs in motion right to left. Here's the snap. It's a receiver screen to Diggs. Gets away from one blocker, but the pursuit is there, and he's going to get nothing. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Cam Hayward on the stop. Let's go back down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, I've been told nothing to worry about with Ed Oliver. He should return after he had to go into the locker room for a break.
Okay. Well, that's good news. Presumably a bathroom break.
You got that injury tent on the sideline. I don't know why they don't utilize that a little bit more in those situations, but Ed maybe taking advantage of an opportunity to warm up a little bit in the locker room as well here.
2nd and 10. Allen in the shotgun. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Late motion from Cook out of the backfield. Allen back to pass. Fires underneath, and the pass is incomplete. And it's intended there for Dalton Kincaid. He's a little shaken up on the play. Slow to get up, but seems to be all right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at the end of that one. Ball was fired low, and Dalton Kincaid unable to come down with that catch. So now you have 3rd and 10 coming up for this Bills offense. They forced a 3-and-out on Pittsburgh there, and they're close to having one here themselves.
Diggs out to the left. Hardy and Sherfield on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Quentin Morris also into the game on the right side. Back to pass. Throws it out on the right flat to Cook. And he's upended on a nice play by Minkah Fitzpatrick, dropped for a 3-yard loss. So a failed possession there by the Bills as they go 3-and-out for the second time today.
Josh was content there to get that ball out of his hands quickly on the outside to Cook, not analyzing it down the field, not sure if that was set up to him on the outside. He actually had Quentin Morris out in front of him trying to lead block, but Fitzpatrick makes a nice play there, and with the Bills taking over with great field position, they go backwards 4 yards on this drive.
Sam Martin back to punt. Calvin Austin deep to return for Pittsburgh, and the kick is up and away. It's a high driven ball towards the Bills sideline again. Fair catch signaled for by Calvin Austin inside his own 10-yard line at the 8. A 52-yard punt from the AFC Special Teams Player of the Month.
Stay hot, Sam Martin. And we talk about complimentary football being the reason the Bills have been able to go on a 5-game win streak to end the season and clinch the division. A big portion of that has been the special teams. You had the punt return last week against the Dolphins, and Sam Martin was the AFC Special Teams Player of the Month, rebounding from a slow start and kind of a slow first half of the year for Sam Martin, but he's really stepped up his game down the stretch for the Bills.
So the Steelers offense is going to hear it from the end zone crazies as they are into it. Najee Harris, the lone setback. Mason Rudolph under center on 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff. Play action looking deep. Has a receiver over the middle, and it's Pat Freiermuth at the 30, upended at the 40, and the ball's out along the sideline. The Bills say they have it. Let's see what the ruling is from the official. They're trying to pull players off. They're talking to one another. Still no sign from the officials. Are they going to say he's down by contact?
The ruling on the field is a fumble forward and out of bounds. The ball will be returned to the fumbling spot. First down.
They're going to say Buffalo never got their hands on it before it went over the sideline. Pat Freiermuth wide open near the Bills sideline. The ball came out. It looked like Balin Spector had it on the fumble recovery.
Yeah, we're getting to see a slow motion replay in the stadium right now, and it sure looked like
I think Spector's got
it, but let's see if we can see if he had full possession of that ball before sliding out of bounds along the Bills sideline.
He did not throw the red challenge flag. I think he might have called timeout.
Trying to get some more time here, potentially.
Challenging the ruling on the field that the ball was not recovered in bounds. We'll review the play.
So the ball is clearly a fumble, which was already ruled by the officials. It's loose, and I think Balin Spector has it before he goes over the sideline or makes he doesn't even go over the sideline, Eric. His back makes contact with the sideline, but he already has the ball secured.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. I think this is a recovery. It's very tight there, similar to the last play with Pickens. It's one of those plays where it almost seems like it could be 50-50 at the end of this one in their decision. The call on the field was similar to last time in Pittsburgh's favor. The last time Sean McDermott called for the challenge, they reversed it, and the Bills took over and had a one-play drive on the touchdown pass to Kincaid.
Yeah, ball clearly out. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, one of the questions, though, guys, if Freiermuth touched it while he was out of bounds, it comes out of his hands. He's falling forward. Does he touch it while he's making contact with the out of bounds? That is one of the questions, things that they're going to look at here. Otherwise, Spector falls on it. I think he actually has even contact made, basically, with him before he goes out of bounds. So we'll see here in a minute. They're looking to see if Freiermuth touched it while he was out of bounds. I don't think he is,
Sal. Based on the replays we're seeing, he does touch it a second time, but he has not made contact with the ground or the sideline yet. You are right. If he makes contact with it while touching the sideline, he is an extension of the sideline.
That's right.
But that doesn't look to be the case here.
Now, there are a couple other people involved here, so this is going to be very tough. Let's see what they call. By the way,
after review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Buffalo will be charged with their first timeout.
In the meantime, guys, Balin Spector just came over here to the bench to get worked out by one of the trainers. He's going to go back on the field.
Yeah, that's because he got a knee in the back from the receiver, Calvin Austin, who was trying to jump on the ball also. So the play is going to remain as called. So it's a first down for the Steelers at the 41-yard line. A.J. Klein is in for Balin Spector here on 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Rudolph in the shotgun. And Elam is in. Benford is out. Rudolph goes underneath, complete to Allen Robinson, who completes it at the 42 and runs it all the way up the field for another first down into Buffalo territory at the 46.
Yeah, kind of the triple whammy on that play. You get Benford and Spector out of the game now because of the result at the end of that play, and the call is not reversed. And I guess they're saying that Spector didn't have full possession before getting to the sideline. From our vantage point, it sure looked like he did.
Here's Rudolph under center. Handoff goes over the left side to Harris, and he plows ahead for a 7, maybe an 8-yard gain. 9 yards they're going to give him on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Terrell Bernard on the tackle.
Yeah, it's the longest gain given up by this Bills defense on the ground here. And if you think back to the long touchdown in the preseason, that's what they ran. It's a wham play. You let a defensive tackle get up the field. It creates separation between the first and second level of the defense, and that's what Pittsburgh used there.
Base defense on the field for Buffalo as Pittsburgh goes 3 tight ends. But they got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Rudolph in the shotgun on 2nd and 1. And that's the end of the first quarter as time runs out on the clock. Time to make the switch to the second quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Score rates up to 5% APY on new certificates of deposit. Member FDIC, Northwest Bank, for what's next. 14-0 Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Fiegel Car and Joyce, your border attorneys.
By Freed Maxick, a top 100 accounting and consulting firm in the nation.
By Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
By Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field.
And by Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next one to go off to college someday, thanks to smart college savings plans. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. Even the next thing you can't go without, like Zelle, the app that lets you safely send money. So whatever's next for you, we'll help you get there. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dear Bills fans, the road to victory isn't always paved. That's why Toyota trucks have the grit, toughness, and determination you need when the game is on the line. So add the rugged Tundra, the redesigned Tacoma, or the off-road Icon 4Runner to your roster. Because whichever truck you choose, you're getting a fierce competitor. Go Bills! Toyota is the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
After my car accident, insurance offered me $50,000, but my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $1.3 million.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. What's your case really worth? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
After my car accident, I called my attorneys at the Barnes firm to see if I had a case. I did. They got me $800,000.
Do you have a case? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grider, 500 Pearl. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
All right, well, bail inspector's out of the tent. He was just in there a little while ago. Christian Bedford is on the table on the other side being worked out by trainers. He's sitting up right now. They're talking to him. Not exactly sure what happened, guys. That's a Barnes firm injury report. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-million. We'll keep an eye on everything down here for you.
All right, thanks. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. And bail inspector has checked back into the game on this play. Rudolph under center here on 2nd and 1. Bunch formation on the left, one receiver to the right. Harris the lone setback. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Harris. It's a first down. Gets away from an initial tackler. Running to the Bills sideline. But the Bills rally to the football. Still, he gets down to the Buffalo 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 7. Taron Johnson and Dane Jackson forced him over the sideline.
And he gets about 6 yards after contact there. Terrell Bernard misses the tackle in the hole. And when you have those opportunities to bring down a 245-pound running back, you got to at least slow him up. You got to stop him in his tracks and let people rally through the football. You can't let him keep a head of steam like that.
1st and 10 at the Buffalo 26 for Pittsburgh. Their deepest penetration into Buffalo territory so far, as we're just underway here in the second quarter. Rudolph in the shotgun takes the snap. Pressure coming, and he's wrapped up for the sack. Greg Rousseau wrestles him to the ground. Huge loss on the play as he's dropped at the 39-yard line. A loss of 13.
He completely smoked the rookie right tackle, first rounder for the Steelers, Broderick Jones, on that play. Broderick Jones had some choice words about how this Steelers team is built better to play in the cold and whatnot. Got under some of these guys' skin. Greg Rousseau embarrasses him on that play to create the sack for a loss of 11.
Yeah, they actually moved the ball up to the Buffalo 37-yard line, so it's officially a loss of 11. 2nd and 21. Here's the snap. Goes to Warren, who's going to bust to the outside. He has the edge, and Moore lowers his head, and he's back to the original line of scrimmage, which is at the 26. No, they're going to give him the 25. Micah Hyde on the stop. That's the danger with him. When he gets the edge, he puts a head of steam on. It's hard to catch him.
Yeah, he's got tremendous speed, and there he gets past the tackle by Taron Johnson. Again, missed tackles playing a factor in this drive. 3rd down coming up for the Steelers, who were 0 for 3 on 3rd down here today.
We'll get an injury update in just a second from Sal. In the meantime, it's 3rd and 9. Rudolph is in the shotgun. Warren in motion to the right of him in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. And now Freiermuth over to the left side with Pickens. Here's the snap right before the play clock expired. Pressure coming. He rolls away from it. Now throws it back to the weak side. Has Freiermuth there. Runs over a defender and gets first down and more before he's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pat Freiermuth trucked Kaiir Elam and got the first down and more.
It looked like Mason Rudolph might be taking a sack there, but he's able to get his eyes all the way back to the left-hand side of the field. His initial read was to the right. He gets all the way back to Freiermuth, who gets the yards after the contact for the first.
Steelers on the ball quickly. Hand off to Warren. He's spun around at the line of scrimmage by Terrell Bernard and is dropped after a gain of 1. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 here, with the ball on the 13-yard line, maybe the 12.
Greg Rousseau in on that play as well. They're going to check him and A.J. Epinesa out now, and Shaq Lawson and Von Miller are going to come into the game. Greg Rousseau has had an incredible start to this game here today.
Najee Harris back into the game to the right of Rudolph in the shotgun. Now he flips to the left side. 2 tight ends on the field. Freiermuth in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete, but a flag on the play, and this one's going to go on Elam. He was covering Deontay Johnson, who was the intended receiver. And this is going to be defensive holding, I think.
Pass interference, number 24. Defense.
Or pass interference.
Ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic. First down.
He was a press man on the play, and I didn't feel like he needed to do that. I was actually tracking him throughout that play, interested to watch the former first-round corner out there in action. He walked up in late press man coverage, and it just didn't seem like he needed that contact there at the end of it. He was running stride for stride with him.
So it's a 1st and goal at the 3 after the penalties marked off. Najee Harris in as the Steelers have a heavy set again. Rudolph under center. Here's the snap, handoff to Harris, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage and dropped. No gain on the play. Ed Oliver and Linval Joseph stopped him dead in his tracks. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, a Barnes Firm injury report. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-million. Christian Benford in the locker room, questionable to return with a knee injury.
Okay.
It's bad news. The Bills already without their starting cornerback, Rasul Douglas, in this game. Now both of their starting cornerbacks likely out for this one. We'll see about Christian Benford.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and Freiermuth off the right side in an empty set with Rudolph in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Looking to his left, fires to the corner of the end zone, and it's picked off by Kaiir Elam. He snuck under the route and picked it off in the end zone. Welcome back, Kaiir Elam. A giant play and his 2nd career interception in the playoffs. The difference-making interception brought to you by Independent Health. Well beyond insurance. Well, that's a way to bounce back after a PI.
It is, and after the PI, Deontay Johnson was right in his face, letting him have it after the play, and there Kaiir Elam, after they tried to target him again, comes up with the monster interception.
10:52 left in the half. Bills football at their own 20 when we return, up 14-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Super Wildcard Weekend wraps up as the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hurts looking. He fires. Complete for a touchdown to Dallas Goedert.
Battle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's the snap. Mayfield throws toward the end zone. Caught ball. Mike Evans. Touchdown Tampa Bay.
Tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Hear the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Eagles call on Sirius 83 XM225. The Bucks call on Sirius 81 XM226. In the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. The NFL playoffs are here, and Sports Grid Radio has all the information you need to get the winning edge over the sports books.
There's been a ton of sharp money that's come in, dropped the line way down to as low as 4.
All the lines, odds, totals, and player props for every game, right up through the Super Bowl.
We're not dealing with a total of 44.5, 45.5. We're in the mid-50s now.
When it happens in your favorite sport, it's covered on Sports Grid Radio.
I like the over, and I think they'll beat them by 11 or more.
Channel 159 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Good afternoon, everybody!
Hear the passion.
Be aggressive. Get something done.
Hear the knowledge.
The game, folks, is about two plays. And that's what it comes down to.
Hear the personality.
I'm going to start here in an angry mood. Get somebody on the radio!
That has made him a sports talk legend.
Does that make any sense to you? God, you're crazy.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Russo. Weekdays 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
This is Dave LaGreca, host of Busted Open, the #1 pro wrestling show in the world. Whether it's WWE, AEW, or TNA, the world of pro wrestling is the hottest it's ever been, and we cover it for you 7 days a week. If you follow daily or want to jump back in, Busted Open is the only place to hear the past, present, and future of pro wrestling, only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, channel 156 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Catch every game of the NFL playoffs through Super Bowl 58 on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 10:52 left. Bills with the football after the interception in the end zone by Kaiir Elam. Allen in the shotgun here as Diggs comes in motion right to left. Handoff goes to Cook. Going to work his way over the right side. Not a lot of room there, but he fights his way forward for a couple of yards. Buffalo Bills football is brought to you in part by your Upstate Honda dealers. See your local Upstate Honda dealer for their fuel-efficient lineup and reserve your Honda today.
That's the same motion there that they started the last drive with the screen pass to the outside to Diggs. There they run it up the middle. That's also the same motion that they hit Shakir on the big play on the bluffed screen on the outside. Joe Brady loves that motion and formation. Look for them to get to that shot down the field off of that later.
Bunch formation on the left, Diggs on the right, Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his right. Here's the snap. Looking right, fires out to the right side to Cook, who's met immediately after the catch. He tries to squirm away from the tackle, but cannot. That's Eric Rowe on the stop after a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6, maybe 7.
I'd like to see Josh get him that ball just a little bit quicker on the outside so he'd have room to make a move against Rowe on the outside. Rowe went over the top of the rub route on the outside. If Josh gives them that ball quicker there, then Cook can make a move up the field.
Allen in the shotgun here on 3rd and 5. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Murray in the backfield to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Coming in motion is Isabella. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires out to the right side, complete to Diggs. Back shoulder throw, first down, and forced out of bounds at the 32. Joey Porter Jr. on the stop. There's a little extracurricular on that Steelers sideline, but Diggs emerges unscathed.
It's a nice throw and catch there off coverage, so Diggs runs a short comeback there on the outside just beyond the sticks. Josh puts it right on the money to keep this drive alive.
It's a 7-yard gain officially. David Edwards in as a 6th offensive lineman on 1st and 10. Here's the snap with Allen under center. Give us to Cook. Through a hole on the left side. Spins away from a tackle, and he's out near the first down marker. Are they going to give him 9 or are they going to give him 10? 9 yards on the carry. Mark Robinson on the tackle.
It's a nice run there by Cook, up over 40 yards in this game. I believe that'll put him at 43 on the game. There's a wide open hole along the left side of that line. Great job blocking by Deion Dawkins and Connor McGovern.
Bills up on the ball quickly. Allen under center on 2nd and 1. Handoff goes to Cook, cuts it back, has the first down, out to the 45, and his forward progress is stopped there. They blow the whistle. So a gain of 4 there for a first down.
Bills are kind of mixing in and out of this up-tempo offense. At times, they're getting right back on the line of scrimmage. At times, they're getting in the huddle. That makes it tough on a defensive play caller, not understanding if you're going to have much time to call your defensive call or not. Joe Brady trying to make it difficult on defensive coordinator Terrell Austin for the Steelers.
Isabella and Shakir stacked on the right. Diggs on the left. Knox comes up to the line of scrimmage after lining up in the backfield. Motion from Isabella, fakes the handoff to him. Pressure coming, and he had Isabella open in the left flat on a screen, but the ball's off the mark and it's incomplete. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
On screen passes, you're going to let the defensive lineman get up the field, and then you're going to release down and go out for getting blocks down the field. There, the guys just got onto Josh Allen too quickly, unable to throw an accurate ball. They've used Isabella each time when he's been in the game on these motions across. Wouldn't surprise me to see them hand one of those balls off to him as well.
3 receivers to the right. Sherfield on the left side. Cook in the backfield to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 7 on the play clock here, with 7:55 left in the half. Here's the snap, back to pass. It's a screen to Cook on the left side. gets away from one tackler, thinks about cutting it back, and then goes to the sideline and out of bounds after a gain of 2 on the play.
James Cook really likes those start and stop movements on the outside last week. Put a Miami defender in a blender in the second half. There he tries it there. They're able to corral him. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bills, who are 2 for 4 to start this game on 3rd down.
Cook got shaken up on that last play. We'll check to make sure he's all right. Latavius Murray into the game. 7:20 and counting. Left in this first half. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Allen, the shotgun, 6 on the play clock. Down to 4. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Allen steps up in the pocket, going to take off and run. Has the first down and more. To the 40, to the 35, 30. Breaks away. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Josh Allen. Yeah, give him a flex, Josh. You just schooled them with their back turned for a huge touchdown run of 47 yards. It's 53 yards. He was on his own side of the field. Faster than a speeding bullet. Holy cow.
He runs away from Patrick Peterson, the former first-round draft pick by the Cardinals, who came out of college at LSU as a burner. He pulls away from him at the end of this run. Man-to-man defense utilized by the Steelers and the #1 3rd down offense in the NFL. In the Bills, take that one to the house.
The Catholic Health extra point is up and good. Catholic Health, the right way to care. 7:01 left in this first half, and it is, dare we say, fandemonium in the building already. 21-0 Buffalo. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Breaking news here. You know who's retiring? Nick Saban. My goodness gracious.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of Sirius XM.
We are saying goodbye to the greatest college football coach the sport has ever seen.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
College football is going to be a lot worse off without Nick Saban.
And expert analysis on college sports radio.
This is huge news. This is something that is going to have a massive domino effect on college football.
Live sports talk when you need it is on Sirius XM in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Get closer to the game of golf with PGA Tour Radio on Sirius XM. Hear live coverage of the biggest tournaments.
John Rahm becomes the 4th Spaniard to win at Augusta.
Interviews with the legends of the sport, like Tiger Woods.
I've gotten stronger. I've gotten better.
And tips from our experts to improve your own game.
You'll learn to make great contact.
Experience the world of golf on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Sunday, February 18th, the Daytona 500 is coming to SiriusXM NASCAR Radio.
Daytona 500, baby!
The most revered race of the year.
Let's go!
Starts a new season of NASCAR.
It has this aura about it. How you race is going to be different.
40 drivers, unlimited excitement.
Charging to the inside!
And one place to hear all the action.
SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
In the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Let's go, boys!
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Catch every game of the NFL playoffs through Super Bowl 58 on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Well, this Toyota drive time is courtesy of Josh Allen's longest touchdown run of his career, 52 yards. It culminates an 8-play, 80-yard drive. That's the second 80-yard drive for the Buffalo Bills today for a touchdown. 3 minutes and 51 seconds. There's your Toyota drive time, brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. 2 notes. Number one, I also saw James Cook get shaken up, guys. He was there to celebrate with Josh at the end. Christian Benford's out here with his helmet on talking with trainers.
All right, we'll look for an update later as soon as we get one. Tyler Bass kicks this one off. It's a line drive, and it's going to go for a touchback 8 yards deep in the end zone. Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast proudly presented by Pure Dental, home of the 4, Every Smile. Well, Eric, 21 points on the board, 14 off turnovers now. The Kaiir Elam INT goes for a touchdown on that Josh Allen run.
It's amazing how quickly things could turn to look like the Steelers are going to pull this game to a one-score game and make it 14-7. Instead, Kaiir Elam comes up with the interception. Now it's 21-0 Bills.
7:01 left in the half. Pittsburgh going to try to climb back into this thing with a 2 tight end set. 2 receivers to the right. And the lone setback is Harris. Going to go in a pistol look with Rudolph in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Harris. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward and gets 2 yards on the carry. Tim Settle on the stop. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, as I look at Christian Benford, I've just been told actually that Balin Spector is now questionable to return to this game. A.J. Klein is playing linebacker. Spector, of course, with that back injury, questionable to come back in. That's your Barnstorm injury report. Car crash, for help, call 1-800-8-million.
Yeah, took a knee to the back on the fumble recovery that wasn't called a fumble recovery. Here's Rudolph under center, takes the snap, play action, looking out into the left flat, had to pump fake it because up in his face was A.J. Epinesa. Darnell Washington, the intended receiver, he had to try to pump and then throw, and it screwed up the timing of the play.
And he wasn't going to try and throw it over A.J. Epinesa, but he's seen him make 2 interceptions, one for a touchdown this year, doing that exact same thing on design rollouts. It's great discipline there by A.J. Epinesa to stay home on the designed rollout.
Dime package on the field for Buffalo with Cam Lewis in as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 8 on the play clock here on a 3rd and 7. Rudolph in the shotgun. Warren to his right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. He's hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. Labeling him on the play was Ed Oliver. My goodness.
And I haven't heard a whistle.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass. 4th down.
They mixed up the officiating crews and put all the guys with the highest grades in this one. A little slow on the call there. Seemed like they messed up the fumble recovery earlier on the Balin Spector recovery. Regardless, the Bills now force a 3-and-out after just 3 yards gained on that drive. And this one is getting dangerously close to turning into a blowout.
Presley Harvin back to punt it away. Deontay Hardy deep to return for Buffalo. Kick is a high hanging punt. Fair catch signaled for by Hardy, who then tells everyone to get away. Takes a Pittsburgh bounce down to the 22 and is spotted at the 21-yard line where Buffalo will take over on offense. A 51-yard punt. No return with 6:04 left in the half.
Mason Rudolph just 5 for 13 to start this game. The coverage on the back end has been great. Kaiir Elam makes the interception. Ed Oliver there to apply the pressure. Great coverage down the field. We're going to call that the perfect coverage, brought to you by United Healthcare Medicare Advantage. For more perfect coverage, visit uhcmedicarebuffalo.com to learn more.
Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, we told you about the AFC scores on Saturday. Yesterday, the Bills were supposed to play, of course, at 1 o'clock. We know it got moved. That would have been the first of 3 games. The other 2 were played, and it was the Green Bay Packers becoming the first 7 seed in NFL history to defeat a 2 seed. It's only been around for a couple of years, but they went to Dallas, and they left no doubt. 48-32. And then how about that big game last night in Detroit? 24-23. Lions beat the Rams. Goff over Stafford. Lions advance. Cowboys do not. It means the Lions host again next week in the divisional round. That's your NFL scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable. I got some vibes from your team breaking the drought, watching all the Lions in Detroit videos last night, Eric. They broke the longest playoff win drought in the NFL.
Yeah, it went all the way back to January 1992. Talk about waiting a while. 30 years. So we've got 6:04 left here in the half. Bills in control, 21-0 the score, and they have the football as the Pittsburgh offense has had monumental problems moving the ball. I mean, they did get down into Buffalo territory, were the beneficiary of a defensive pass interference penalty, Eric, to set up a 1st and goal. But then on the very next play, they turn it over on an interception in the end zone.
On 6 drives, they have 3 3-and-outs, an additional punt, and 2 turnovers. This is a Pittsburgh offense this year that came in with the second fewest turnovers in the NFL, averaging less than a turnover per game. And the Bills, it seems like they forced 3 in this one, the one they don't overturn on the challenge, but Bills forced 2 turnovers in this one already, 14 points off of those turnovers, and this Bills offense is rolling as well. We've seen big plays to Kincaid. We see the Josh Allen run, and a time like this, you got 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in this first half. You got 2 timeouts left, 3 timeouts left for the Steelers. You'll have to see them suck some life out of this game, too. Shorten this first half a little bit, cap it off to some points.
Allen in the shotgun with Cook to his right. 2 receivers to the right, and now Reggie Gilliam in an orbit motion. Back to pass, throws it out in the right flat to Cook. Gets a block from Gilliam, gets up the sideline, and picks up about 4 yards on the play. Landon Roberts forced him out of bounds.
Yeah, Gilliam used as a lead blocker. It's a pass on the play, but it's essentially an extended handoff with Gilliam in motion. So instead of pitching the ball to the outside, Josh throws a little swing pass there to get the ball on the edge.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 as we have 5:38 and counting left in this first half. Bills up 21-0. Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his right, 3 receivers to the left. It's Sherfield, Shakir, and Isabella. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Pursued by Highsmith in the backfield, but he gets away from him, steps out of bounds, 2 yards short of the first down marker. Going to mark him out of bounds at the 29. Thought he might have had the marker there. Boy, he left Highsmith in the dust there when it looked like he was going to close on him.
Yeah, Highsmith came scot-free right up the middle, and James Cook just shakes him out of his shoes and then scampers towards the sideline trying to get the first down. They're going to bring up 3rd and 2 here. The Bills have been efficient on 3rd and down. They've been 3 for 5 to start this game.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 here as we're under 5 minutes left in the half. Play clock at 10. Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson in the game. Diggs in motion right to left. Handoff goes to Johnson, and he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage, but fights off the pile, lunges for the first down, and has it as he gets out to the 32. Great second effort by Ty Johnson to keep the drive alive. Michael Walker on the stop.
RPO there, so they had a screen set up to the outside to Diggs. They decided to just hand it off to Johnson. I love what Ty Johnson brings to this offense. He brings a little bit more thump back there, a little bit more power, and there on 3rd and 2, he's able to pick up the first down.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and now Shakir in motion left to right. Cook in the backfield to the right, Allen in the shotgun. 7 on the play clock. Down to 5. Here's the snap, back to pass, blitz coming. Allen fires out to the right side. It's complete for a first down and more. Getting away from a tackler is Hardy. He's loose in the open field. Tackled from behind, but not before he gets down to the 32-yard line. What a nifty catch and run by Deontay Hardy. 25 yards on the play.
These last 2 weeks have provided the reason that Brandon Beane was excited about bringing in Hardy in free agency there. He shows incredible run after the catch ability. Just essentially a blitz by the Steelers. Josh gets the ball out of his hands, gives him space on the outside to operate in. Completely shakes Patrick Peterson out of his shoes, gets up the field for the big gain.
It's officially a 33-yard catch and run by Hardy. Cook to the left of Allen, the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook. Bottled up in the middle, but is going to drive his legs forward and get a couple of yards on the carry as he's down to the 31-yard line. Landon Roberts on the tackle.
Josh Allen up to 131 yards passing in this one's added 61 on the ground. I just talked about one to suck some life out of this first half and keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock moving with a 3-score lead here early. Now just 2 minutes and 45 seconds and counting left in this first half.
2 tight ends set here for the Bills. Ty Johnson in the backfield to the left of Allen. Shakir in motion left to right. Going to line up over there with Diggs. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Looking left. Pressure coming. Allen throws it down the sideline looking for Ty Johnson, but it's incomplete as in coverage there was Walker, the linebacker. Not a lot of space out there.
No, Josh Allen thought that, I think he thought the defender was going to go underneath the rub route on the outside. They ran that wheel route that they like to run to James Cook. They actually ran it to Ty Johnson there, and when the defender went over it, there just wasn't any room over the top to make the catch.
So it's a 3rd and 7 here at the Pittsburgh 31. Allen in the shotgun. Murray to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And now Shakir in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Fires down the seam, and it's tipped and incomplete. He was looking for Diggs on the post route, but he had a linebacker underneath and a coverage man deep. He tried to thread the needle, but it goes incomplete. Unfortunate it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, and Josh wants this one back. He's disappointed himself. He just had to get it over the hands of Eric Rowe, and that's a touchdown to Diggs. And Josh comes to the sideline with his hands on his head in disbelief that he didn't put just a touch more air under that one. And so now Bass is going to attempt a 49-yard field goal. Thought this might be 4-down territory if they were able to get a short gain there. In the cold, sometimes the ball doesn't go as far.
This field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. And the kick is blocked. It's loose at the Bills' 35-yard line, and Sam Martin just pulled his hamstring running after the football. And the Steelers have it in Buffalo territory. Even worse, though, their punter has just pulled his left hamstring running in pursuit of the football.
Right-footed punter, so hopefully he's still able to do his job if he needs to, but it's going to be questionable. And, I mean, that's of the times that Tyler Bass has kicked the ball in this game. He's had a couple long kickoffs. He's also had what looked like an unintentional squib, the line drives on the PATs. And,
please set the game clock to 2:14, 2:14, please.
You talk about not making mistakes against a team that, you should win comfortably against. You come in as a 10-point favorite. There you get a field goal blocked, and now Pittsburgh, you're looking to go up 24 in this first half. You make that field goal, now just up 21, and they take over at the Bills' 38-yard line.
Montravius Adams, the defensive lineman, got his hand up to block the kick. So Mason Rudolph will take over with some very favorable field position here, as the Steelers would love to get on the board here with 2:14 left in the half, down 21-0. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Rudolph going to hand it off to Warren, through a hole, down to the left side, avoids a tackler, finally wrapped up by A.J. Klein, but not before gaining 9.5 yards. Buffalo Bills football is brought to you in part by Dunn Tire, the official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills. It's the 2-minute warning on the Buffalo Bills radio network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By ECMC, go where the Bills go.
By Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business.
By the law offices of Kenneth Hiller, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve.
By Dunn Tire, the official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills.
And by Sullivan's Brewing Company, from Ireland to Buffalo, the best ales in the world.
Hey, are you seeing a lot of Speed Global trucks around town? Well, don't be surprised. Sal Capaccio here, and with 16 Speed facilities throughout Western New York, New Jersey, and Ontario, and over 2 million square feet of warehouse space, Speed trucks are always moving cargo throughout New York, Pennsylvania, and Canada. If your company's looking for an efficient way to ship cargo, or you work for a company that needs to, visit my friends at Speed Global Services, speedgs.com. Around the corner or around the world, Speed delivers.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2 minutes left in this first half. Steelers with the football in favorable field position after a blocked field goal attempt by Montravius Adams on Tyler Bass that was recovered deep in Buffalo territory. It's a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line after a 10-yard carry by Jalen Warren. So a fresh set of downs here for Pittsburgh. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Warren in the backfield to the left of Rudolph in the shotgun. Crowd getting into it. Here's the snap. Back to pass, has time, dumps it down underneath, and it's complete to Pickens, who's wrestled down by A.J. Klein after a gain of 6. Bring up second and 4.
Sean McDermott can use timeout here.
Second charge timeout. Buffalo. 30-second timeout. Please set the game clock to 1:52.
This team timeout brought to you by the Kaleida Health Foundation. Support the place where the best health happens. Donate today.
Sean McDermott trying to preserve some clock for his offense, trying to get that 2-for-1 opportunity here where you get the ball at the end of the first half and then you get that extra possession because then you receive the second half kickoff. The Bills got costed one of their timeouts earlier in this game on the failed challenge attempt that sure looked like a bail inspector fumble recovery. And so just 1 timeout remaining in this half for the Bills, 3 timeouts still remaining for the Steelers with 1:52 to go in the second.
So a 2nd and 4 here with 1:52 left. Rudolph in the shotgun, Warren to his left. 2 receivers to the right, 2 on the left side, including Freiermuth. And now Warren flips to the right side of Rudolph. Play clock down to 6, crowd getting into it again. Low snap, back to pass, out to the right sideline, complete to Pickens there, and I believe he stepped past the first down marker. They're going to mark him a half-yard short? Or are they going to? No, they're going to move the sticks. It is it or isn't it? Come on, give us a signal here. It is a first down. Let's go down to Sal on the sidelines.
Yeah, guys, a big assist to Jay Feely down here working the game for CBS on the sidelines. He looked it up. Tyler Bass had 5 punts in college at Georgia Southern.
Okay, good to know. We'll see if he's pressed into action at some point in the game. Rudolph in the shotgun here, 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 13. 7 on the play clock, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Give is to Warren, coming over the right side, wrapped up by Floyd and A.J. Klein after a 2-yard gain.
Charge timeout, Buffalo, 30
And
seconds.
the Bills will use their last timeout of the half here. And hope they have something to work with. This team timeout brought to you by Oshai Children's Hospital. Help kids reach the biggest wins of all. Donate today.
This Bills defense going to try to get this offense the ball back with some time to try and put a drive together. This offense has marched up and down the field today. They're averaging 7.5 yards per play. They got 241 yards here in the first half. And besides the 3 and out, the Bills have had 2 3-and-outs, but they've had 3 touchdown drives in this one and then thought they were going to put up points on the last drive, but you get that field goal blocked.
Jalen Warren to the right of Rudolph in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 7 here at the 10. Here's the snap, looking to his left, fires, open, and into the end zone for the touchdown is Deontay Johnson. It's a 10-yard touchdown reception, and the Steelers are finally on the board. Dane Jackson gave him the inside, and he took it.
It's a nice throw and catch there by Johnson and Mason Rudolph, so they capitalize off the blocked field goal, and they get to take over the ball deep in Bills' territory, able to cap that one off. The Bills aren't going to have any timeouts left, but they will. Right now, there's still 1:39 left here in the first half.
Chris Boswell on for the extra point. Here's the snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 1:39 left. And the Steelers are on the board. They trail 21-7 here as Buffalo will try to stage a drive here before the half is over. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, a Barnes Firm injury report for you. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-million. It is a hamstring. We know that for Sam Martin. He's questionable to return to this game. So who knows? I mean, he has a few different roles here, obviously. He's the punter. He's also the holder. So we'll see. And one thing we'll watch here is after the half, if Sam Martin comes out here and, usually the specialists come out before everybody else to get a little warm-up in. So I'll be keeping my eye on that before halftime to see if Sam Martin is out here doing that. We said Tyler Bass does have 5 punts from his days in college at Georgia Southern. In the meantime, Sean McDermott used timeouts to get the ball back with time left. 1:39 left for Josh Allen, the offense. And let's remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when the specialists do come out if Bass is practicing some punts here. Andy Isabella, the deep man, to return for Buffalo here as Boswell puts his foot into it. And it's going to go 5 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills radio.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 21-7 the score in favor of Buffalo. And they're going to see if they can tack on some points here at the end of the half. Allen in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 25. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cook in the backfield to the right of Allen. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Underneath, over the middle, complete to Diggs at the 29. He's wrapped up immediately as he takes a shot to the ribs on a hard tackle by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he is shaken up on the play. And he is not getting up.
And that's a bad sign. He's bent over on his knees. He's got, his helmet on, but essentially where his forehead would be down on the turf. It looks to be in a lot of pain
injury inside
out
of
there.
2 minutes with the clock running. Requires an excess charge timeout and a 10-second runoff.
It didn't look like anything vicious by any means.
The clock will start on my signal.
As we watch on the replay.
Stephon Diggs in a lot of pain down there. And we're finally getting a chance to see the replay here. Minkah Fitzpatrick read it from the start. Comes from his high safety position and sprinting before the ball's even out of Josh Allen's hands towards Diggs. So then he ends up delivering a really big blow to Diggs when he gets there. But Stephon Diggs able to run off to the field to some cheers by Bills fans.
I think he turned into the tackle and may have gotten the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all it is. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. Back to pass, over the middle, underneath, complete to Shakir. First down yardage and more out to the 39. Clock's going to continue to run. They also had the 10-second runoff from the injury. Bills up on the ball quickly here with 53 seconds and counting at their own 39. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, pocket collapsing, and he's wrapped up and he's going to go down for a sack. 40 seconds left. It's going to bring up 2nd and long after a loss of 6.
This is interesting. Mike Tomlin elected to not use his timeouts. I likely would have called one there because now you have 2nd and very long for the Bills, and you don't even know if they have a punter healthy in this one. But now there's a 2-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. 19 seconds on the game clock, 17 on the play clock. And so Bills are going to let this one run down. I'd imagine that they'll just put a knee on this one.
So 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. 5 seconds left on the game clock. They snap the ball, and now a timeout is called by Pittsburgh. Well, that's interesting.
Pittsburgh, a 30-second timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. This is the place for your career path.
I don't understand that decision by Mike Tomlin to let all that clock run down. You try and get a stop there on 2nd and long, use your 2nd timeout, and at least make them punt the football away, and maybe you see what their plan is. Is it going to be Tyler Bass?
Wise,
Is it going to be Tyler Bass? Can Sam Martin give it a go? Or is it your all-around athlete Micah Hyde that goes back there and tries to punt one away? Matt Barkley had a pretty nice game punting in the preseason last game in Carolina. No longer on the roster. And so not sure if Kyle Allen's got that in him today.
Looks like the Bills are going to take a knee here on this 2nd and 17 with 2 ticks left on the clock.
I'm going to run it. Right there, he was set.
Here's the snap, and Allen backs up to kill the final 2 seconds on the clock as we are at halftime. Stay tuned for the Skyworks stats of the game presented by Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up. Visit SkyworksLLC.com. 21-7 Buffalo at the half. The Bills will receive to open the second half. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
At the UPS Store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store,
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hays. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at univerahealthcare.com.
Don't miss out on limited-time appliance deals during the closeout event at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $100 when you spend $999 or more on all major appliances. Hurry, these deals are too good to last long. Shop in-store or online today. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 1/4 through 1/24. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
We're for Washington. We love Febrez's new scent. Refresh and energize.
So much we made a song about it.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome in to the ECMC Halftime Show live from the Amherst Studios on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Derek Kramer here with you. The Bills up 21-7 on the Pittsburgh Steelers. At halftime here, we go right down to the field, back to Orchard Park, New York, where our own Sal Capaccio is waiting here. Sal, it's been a great start for the Bills, but not so great on the injury list.
Yeah, at the end of the half there, Sam Martin was hurt going after that blocked field goal that went back the other way. It's a hamstring injury. He's questionable to return to this one. Stephon Diggs got hurt right at the end of the half. We don't know his status. In the meantime, Bale Inspector's questionable to return. Linebacker and Christian Benford, cornerback with a knee.
That is a lot, especially for a banged-up defense that is already missing plenty of contributors there, Sal. But the Bills taking control early in this game with the 3 straight touchdowns to jump up early and fast.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what they needed to do. You can't let the Pittsburgh Steelers hang around. However, at the end of that half, now the Pittsburgh Steelers are starting to hang around a little bit. So the Bills need to jump out here just like they did in the first half. They need to come out here in the second half with a renewed purpose on offense to try to put this team and this game away as early as they can.
Sal, of course, one of the big things here, Josh Allen, the monstrous touchdown run, and I do believe that that's a career long for him on the ground.
I think it's a career-long touchdown run. I'm not sure about it all over round, but it is a touchdown run, career-long 52. I mean, I thought he was going to go down. I mean, I think that everybody thought he should go down, and then Josh Allen said, "You know what? I'm taking this one to the house."
And taking down another Steelers player on the way with authority. Sal, one last thing. The defense, though, holding its own relatively despite the injuries. Kyer Elam, 2 rough plays and then making up for it in the end zone.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice to see that for Kyer Elam. Bounce back for sure with the interception. That's his second interception in the playoffs. Last year he had one against the Miami Dolphins.
Kyer Elam, he has had his struggles, but making up for it in a huge way there. Sal, we will talk to you. We'll hear from you during the game here.
All right, thank you.
That's Sal Capaccio from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. We'll be back with the Skyworks stats of the game in the next segment, as well as looking around the league and highlights from a 21-7 Bills lead. You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our client's best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly, different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Whatever you're looking for. Sal Capaccio here from my friends at Northtown who have an exclusive offer for Northtown customers. Get 15% off your Bills stuff at the Bills store at Highmark Stadium just by showing your Platinum Plus card. Remember, the offer is only for Northtown customers at the Bills store, and it excludes jerseys and other promotional items. Find whatever you're looking for anytime at NorthtownAuto.com.
You'll find it at Northtown.
Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
Hi, I'm Lou Nucciarino from Equitable Advisors. Managing your nest egg can be confusing. That's why it's best to rely on professionals. At Equitable Advisors, we offer a variety of products to meet your specific needs. There's no one-size-fits-all or cookie-cutter approach. We can show you how. Call us at 716-626-2507. Let us customize a plan to fit your particular needs.
Securities offered through Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance and annuity products offered through Equitable Network, LLC. Equitable Advisors, thinking about today and planning for tomorrow.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back to the ECMC Halftime Show. Go where the Bills go. Derek Kramer here with you in the Amherst Studios as the Buffalo Bills are up 21-7 on the Pittsburgh Steelers. How did we get here? Well, let's take a little trip as this game has been going through the first half. Buffalo getting up first on their opening drive on offense after a 3-and-out from Pittsburgh, 7-0, a nice 9-yard toss from Josh Allen to Dawson Knox, and then the defense helps make it controlled in this game for Buffalo, causing a fumble.
Fires out to the right sideline, complete to Pickens, but he dropped the football as he lunged forward for extra yardage.
After review, the receiver satisfied all the elements of a catch. It is a completion and a fumble recovered by Buffalo.
After that fumble, the Bills went right to it 5 wide. Next play, going for 6.
Back to pass, looking left, pressure coming, fires down the seam, complete to Kincaid for a touchdown. Well, the answer doesn't get much quicker than that. A 29-yard laser from Allen to Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A dot from Allen to Kincaid, 29 yards, making it 14-0 Bills. And then Josh Allen does Josh Allen things, especially in the postseason.
Blitz coming. Allen steps up in the pocket, going to take off and run. Has the first down and more. To the 40, to the 35, 30. Breaks away. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Josh Allen. Yeah, give him a flex, Josh. You just schooled them with their back turned for a huge touchdown run of 47 yards.
52 yards from Josh Allen there to make it 21-0. A blocked field goal does allow Pittsburgh to sneak back into this thing as they get a touchdown from Deontay Johnson to make it the score as it is right now, 21-7. Bills over the Steelers. The Skyworks stats of the game: Josh Allen, 15 of 21, 146 in the air, 2 passing touchdowns, and of course that 52-yard run, making it 4 carries, 58 yards total for a touchdown. We go back to Orchard Park. Chris Brown, Eric Wood, and Sal Capaccio on the call. Coming up here, this is Buffalo Bills Radio.
Hey, college football fans, this is Jacob Hester. All season long, we've followed the stars of tomorrow on College Sports Radio. And now we'll help you get ready for their next step, the 2024 NFL Draft. Every Thursday, check out a new episode of Draft Central on the SiriusXM app when Rhett Lewis interviews the top draft prospects as they work through the Senior Bowl, Combine, and ultimately wait to hear their name called in Detroit this April. Our team of experts on College Sports Radio gets you closer to the NFL Draft on SiriusXM Channel 84 and the SiriusXM app.
The end of an era in New England.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of SiriusXM.
It will be someone other than Bill Belichick along the sidelines.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
This is the single greatest run in the history of professional sports. It will never be duplicated.
And expert analysis on NFL Radio.
24 years of sustained success. It was just magical.
Live sports talk when you need it is on SiriusXM in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Basketball season is heating up on NBA radio.
A spectacular move by LeBron James.
We break down the latest news every day.
It's unfair to sit there and be like, well, I mean, we're missing our best players. You got 2 other superstars.
And bring you the best games every night.
Tatum gallops into the paint and flushes hard with the right hand.
And in just a few weeks, hear wall-to-wall coverage from 2024 All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis. Only on SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
NHL All-Star Weekend returns to Toronto, and SiriusXM NHL Network Radio brings you all the action.
Pass and a quick shot. Scores! Matthews!
Lost for Crosby for the HP. He's good! Hear conversations with all-star players and coaches. All-Star Media Day, player draft, skills competition, and play-by-play of the 2024 All-Star Game. 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend live. Beginning February 1st on NHL Network Radio, Channel 91 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Hear coverage of the NFL playoffs all the way through Super Bowl 58 on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you as we are just a couple of minutes away from second half kickoff. Time for halftime adjustments brought to you by Freed Maxick CPAs, a top 100 accounting and consulting firm in the nation.
Defensively, this Bills defense has done a nice job. They've only given up 7 points, and that came off the blocked field goal, and they got deep into Bills territory to start that drive. But tackling has been an issue at times. When they've been able to sustain drives, it's mainly been because of the tackling. Offensively, the Bills had 2 3-and-outs in the first half. They need to take care of the football, eliminate those 3-and-outs here in the second half, and they will be able to produce at a high level. And they have so far in this game. The main blemish there in the first half is the drive that stalled out after a failed attempt on 3rd and 7, and you get the field goal block, which changed a lot of momentum of this game.
As we mentioned before the half, Sam Martin pulled his hamstring in pursuit of a blocked punt, and we wanted to check on the specialists before the second half began. Sal Capaccio down on the sidelines has been watching Sam Martin. Yeah. It hasn't been pretty, Sal.
No, it hasn't. He's punting, but he can't really drive off that left foot. Now, look, if they put him into punt, he might be able to get one off. He's not going to be able to go anywhere after that. Hopefully he wouldn't need him to go make a tackle. But he's trying to give it a go. He also was working out some holds down here before the half. But Tyler Bass was also punting. He came out earlier with one of the Bills staff members. He was practicing catching the ball and punting the ball himself. So we'll see if the Bills get in a punting situation, if it's Tyler Bass or if it's Sam Martin. In the meantime, guys, I watched Stephon Diggs walk out here. He didn't have his helmet, but he walked out, and there's a trumpet player playing We Will Rock You, and he was doing the whole We Will Rock You thing, hitting his thighs and his clapping, and he looks like, to me, a guy that's ready to play football here, but we'll keep an eye on him.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. As we said at the beginning, Bills won the coin toss, chose to defer, so they will receive here to start the second half, up 21-0. Andy Isabella deep to return for Buffalo, as they will be coming left to right on your radio dial here to start the second half. As Chris Boswell puts the ball on the tee here. Pretty wide disparity in quarterback play. Allen with a 122.3 rating in the first half. Mason Rudolph 65.1. That pick in the end zone was a killer for the Steelers. Ball is up and away by Boswell, and this one's going to go for a touchback 2 yards deep in the end zone. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Buffalo Bills is prohibited. Stephon Diggs out on the field, Eric.
Yeah, you mentioned the quarterback discrepancy in the first half. Josh Allen with 3 big highlights. Those 2 touchdown passes to both tight ends, Knox and Kincaid, and then the 52-yard touchdown run where he's breaking away from the defense.
As we mentioned, Diggs on the field to start this second half. Got shaken up at the end of the first half on a hard shot from Fitzpatrick after a reception. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cook next to Allen in the backfield. Fakes the pitch, fires over the middle. It's complete and then dropped by Dawson Knox. It's incomplete, and fortunate that it is ruled so, because it was scooped up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, who was headed to the end zone with the loose football.
Yeah, he's been a ball hawk throughout his career. And there, he's able to scoop that football. That was a really nice play design by Joe Brady to start the second half. They fake a same-side pitch to James Cook, and all the flow of the offense was going that way. Then you hit Dawson Knox coming back the other direction on an over route, but he simply drops the football.
2nd and 10, Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing. He's wrapped up, and he's going to go down for a sack. And it's Alex Highsmith who wrapped him up as the Steelers are off to a good start defensively here in the second half.
Yeah, the first half essentially ended with a sack on Josh Allen, and there Deion Dawkins gets beat by Alex Highsmith for the sack. Alex Highsmith had 7 sacks on the season. Productive player in this league. We mentioned at the adjustments coming out of the half, the Bills need to avoid 3 and outs here in the second half, trying to avoid short fields and also avoid keeping Sam Martin on the field too much. And here they're dangerously close to getting one here.
3rd and 16, empty set. Allen in the shotgun, back to pass. Has time, throws out to the right flat to Murray. Out to the 25, and he stumbles over his own feet as he gets out over his skis and only gets out to the 26-yard line for a gain of 7. And on comes Sam Martin to punt this away with a pulled left hamstring. Are you getting aggressive if you're the Steelers here, Eric?
I think you're getting aggressive with the return. You know, you're assuming you're not going to get a long punt here, and you're thinking I can get some serious field position here.
Calvin Austin standing at his own 31, deep to return for Pittsburgh. Here's the snap, and Martin sends it up and away, and not a bad job at all. It's a high hanger, fielded at the 28, and hit by one tackler, gets away from another, but is finally wrapped up by Dorian Williams, and he's marked down at the 40-yard line for a punter with a pulled hamstring. That's a victory. Today's broadcast brought to you by Northwest Bank. At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next, like the next way to save like a champion. 21-7 Buffalo. Pittsburgh with the football with 13:24 left in the third. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Catholic Health, the right way to care.
By Sullivan's Brewing Company. From Ireland to Buffalo, the best ales in the world.
By the Barnes Firm. Car crash? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up.
And by Upstate Honda Dealers. See the exciting all-new Honda lineup. Visit your local Upstate Honda dealers today.
Let's go, Buffalo! 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 Let's go, Buffalo!
We have over 1,000 Western New Yorkers working at Independent Health, and we're all big fans of this community. Oh, and the Bills, too.
Let's go, Buffalo!
Dear Bills fans, the all-new Toyota Grand Highlander scores big this season. With a spacious third row and seating for up to 8, the Grand Highlander can comfortably carry your whole team. Plus, it's got plenty of cargo space for tailgate time. Put your game face on and drive the Grand Highlander all the way to victory. Go Bills! Toyota is the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
Don't let the winter end your grilling season early. Stay hot with Salen's Grilled For You hot dogs. Pre-grilled for convenience and ready to heat and eat in minutes. And for big party platter satisfaction in little bites, try Salen's new Smokehouse Cocktail Wieners. No grill? No time? No problem. Let Salen's do the grilling this winter. Shop Salen's Grilled For You hot dogs and Smokehouse Cocktail Wieners at a grocery retailer near you.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 13:24 left in the third. Steelers with the football in good field position. Down 21-7 at their own 40. Rudolph in the shotgun here with Najee Harris behind him. Now he's going to step under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Making a check at the line. 10 on the play clock. Oh, somebody moved. We got a false start here. And it looks like it was
false start.
Fryer move.
Number 80. Offense.
Oh.
5-yard penalty.
They're going to put it on Darnell Washington. They both lurched forward. Fryermuth more exaggerated with his movement, but I guess Washington moved first, and he's going to sub out quickly.
Pittsburgh, the 6th fewest penalties in the league coming into the game. That's just their first in this one, and really, that's only the second enforced penalty of this entire game.
Jeffers' crew doesn't call a lot typically. 1st and 15. Rudolph in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Harris, looking over the middle, and it's complete to Deontay Johnson for a first down and more into Buffalo territory as Terrell Bernard wrapped him up, and he is now injured. Down and injured and rolling around in pain. This is not good.
He's been a superstar in the middle of that defense for the Bills, and he is in a lot of pain, has already taken his helmet off, and he's laying on his back, and now looks like he's clutching at that right knee, it appears, and this is not good. This is, Terrell Bernard's been a superstar for this defense throughout this season.
A 10-yard or 20-yard pass play to Deontay Johnson. We're going to take a break here with 13:10 left. This is Buffalo Bills football.
For non-stop NFL talk, there's only one station for you, and that's Sirius XM NFL Radio.
You heard Lamar Jackson say when he first got drafted, they want to get to a Super Bowl. Not only do they want to get there, they want to get there and win.
Brock Purdy, he's the Rodney Dangerfield of NFL quarterbacks. He gets no respect. I don't know what more the guys are doing. His problem is he makes it look too easy.
The road to Super Bowl 58 is on Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Good afternoon, everybody!
Hear the passion.
Be aggressive. Get something done.
Hear the knowledge.
The game, folks, is about 2 plays. And that's what it comes down to.
Hear the personality.
I'm going to start here in an angry mood.
Get somebody on the radio!
That has made him a sports talk legend.
Does that make any sense to you? God, you're crazy.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Russo. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
The NFL playoffs are here, and Sports Grid Radio has all the information you need to get the winning edge over the sports books.
There's been a ton of sharp money that's come in, dropped the line way down to as low as 4.
All the lines, odds, totals, and player props for every game, right up through the Super Bowl.
We're not dealing with a total of 44.5, 45.5. We're in the mid-50s now.
When it happens in your favorite sport, it's covered on Sports Grid Radio.
I like the over, and I think they'll beat them by 11 or more.
Channel 159 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Super Wildcard Weekend wraps up as the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hurts looking. He fires. Complete for a touchdown to Dallas Goedert.
Battle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's the snap. Mayfield throws toward the end zone. Caught ball. Mike Evans. Touchdown Tampa Bay.
Tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Hear the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Eagles call on Sirius 83 XM 225. The Bucks call on Sirius 81 XM 226. In the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Buffalo fans, hear what Coach McDermott and the players have to say after each game on the Bills Channel 803 on the SXM app.
A hush has fallen over this Highmark Stadium crowd. They are loading Terrell Bernard onto a cart. Not a good sign. Not a good scene here for the Buffalo Bills. He has been so good this year. You hope for the best here, but boy, he was in a lot of pain down there. That's a Barnes Firm injury report. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-million. In the meantime, we'll let you know that the winner of this game is going to play next Sunday night at 6:30. If it's the Steelers, if they come back here, they will go to the Baltimore Ravens and play, a division rival. If it's the Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs will come here for another rematch of two teams that have met recently a couple of times in the AFC playoffs. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable. Terrell Bernard on his way on the back of a cart to the locker room.
Yeah, and to give you an idea on what the Buffalo defense is losing, they are losing a team-leading 143 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, 10 tackles for loss, 5 pass breakups, 9 quarterback hits, and 4 fumble recoveries. And by the way that his teammates are consoling him, it is not a good situation. It looks so innocuous as we watch the replay one more time, but He grabbed his knee immediately, Eric, and you're fearing the worst there.
You are, and he's going off the field in a car with a towel over his head, trying to not show the emotion that's likely on his face in this moment. And this Highmark crowd is trying to get back into this now. The energy sucked out of this building with their young potential superstar linebacker going off in a cart.
Dorian Williams in to replace him with A.J. Klein. Rudolph under center on 1st and 10. Back to pass, looking to the right sideline, and it's almost intercepted by Kyer Elam. He actually got tripped up by George Pickens, the receiver who fell down on the play. He was the intended target. He fell down on the route, and Elam almost jumped it.
Yeah, really close to getting his second of the game. This Bills defense has been came in banged up, and has even gotten more banged up throughout this game. Elam, one of those players who has stepped in, already comes up with a big play earlier in this one for the interception. Almost got his second there.
Najee Harris in the backfield next to Rudolph in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right on 2nd and 10 from the Buffalo 46. Rudolph back to pass, hit as he throws, but it's complete over the middle, and tackled there is Pickens, who has a first down on a 12-yard gain. Micah Hyde on the stop.
And Leonard Floyd, who made the hit on Mason Rudolph, now coming to the sideline, grabbing his wrist, and he looks like he's in a lot of pain now.
This is reminding me of week 5, Eric, when we were just watching defensive players drop like flies. It is terrible. So it's a 1st and 10 at the 33. 12-14 and counting. Rudolph under center. Here's the snap. And a flag flies, and the whistles blow the play dead.
False start, number 80, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that's the second time Darnell Washington, the rookie from Georgia, gets flagged.
Yeah, on this drive. And so Bills aided by 2 penalties on this drive, backs them up to a 1st and 15. Steelers have the ball on the Bills' 38-yard line. Need to make a stop here. Sitting here with a 14-point lead in this one. Do not want to make this a 1-score game.
2 receivers to the left as Rudolph's going to operate from the shotgun here. Warren to his right. 2 on the play clock. 1, they get the snap off. Fires to the left side, complete to Freiermuth, the tight end, who's wrestled down by 3 tacklers at the 31-yard line. Williams and Elam on the stop. It's a pickup of 9 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 here as we come up on 11:15 left in the third quarter. A lot of game left.
I was watching Leonard Floyd get evaluated on the sideline. It looked like they gave him the go-ahead if he wishes to get checked back into this game.
Warren in the backfield, Rudolph in the shotgun. Play clock down to 7. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends on the left attached to the formation. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Warren. Going to try to bust it through the right side. Lunging forward, he appears to have the first down as he's down to the 23-yard line. Ed Oliver on the tackle, but the Steelers are on the move.
I think Micah Hyde got hit in the shin. He's limping in the secondary right now, bending down, grabbing his left shin now. It's amazing how these injuries in this league come in bunches, and it's sure hitting this defensive side of the football.
Najee Harris checks into the game. He's the lone setback. Mason Rudolph under center. 3 receivers to the right. 8 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Harris. Going to try to bounce it to the right side, but he's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for a yard. A.J. Klein, Daquan Jones on the stop.
So far in this game, Jalen Warren's been a lot more effective than Najee Harris, the former first-round running back drafted by the Steelers in 2021.
With all the time still left in this game, Eric, they can continue to run the football here, which is what they like to do best. 2nd and 9 here with 9:45 left in the third. Rudolph under center, another handoff. This one to Harris. He's wrapped up immediately by Shaq Lawson. And helping him on the play is Kyer Elam.
They're going to bring in Cam Lewis here on this 3rd and 9 coming up for the Steelers, getting their dime defense. So far in the game, Pittsburgh just 1 for 5 on 3rd down. This Pittsburgh offense this season, 22nd in the NFL. They have not been productive on third down throughout this season.
Crowd getting into it now, knowing this is a big play. 3rd and 9 from the Buffalo 22. 9-10 and counting. Rudolph in the shotgun, Warren to his left in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Blitz coming. He fires and going high. Looking for Pickens. It's incomplete. Micah Hyde and Cam Lewis, along with Dane Jackson, all in the area. Cam Lewis appeared to get a fingertip on the football to force the incompletion.
And if he doesn't, then Micah Hyde might intercept that football. He was coming over the top. That's a great play there in man-to-man coverage. Mason Rudolph identified the mismatch in size on the outside between the 6'4" George Pickens and Cam Lewis at 5'9". That's a heck of a play by Cam Lewis.
So lined up for the field goal attempt is Chris Boswell from 40 yards from the left hash. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. 8:50 left here in the third quarter, and the Steelers have pulled to within 11. 21-10 is the score. You're listening to Buffalo Bills football, brought to you in part by Reimer. Call 716-899-HORN for your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Breaking news here. You know who's retiring? Nick Saban. My goodness gracious.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of Sirius XM.
We are saying goodbye to the greatest college football coach the sport has ever seen.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
College football is going to be a lot worse off without Nick Saban.
An expert analysis on college sports radio.
This is huge news. This is something that is going to have a massive domino effect on college football.
Live sports talk when you need it is on Sirius XM in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Get closer to the game of golf with PGA Tour Radio on Sirius XM. Hear live coverage of the biggest tournaments.
John Rahm becomes the 4th Spaniard to win at Augusta.
Interviews with the legends of the sport, like Tiger Woods.
I've gotten stronger. I've gotten better.
And tips from our experts to improve your own game.
You'll learn to make great contact.
Experience the world of golf on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Sunday, February 18th, the Daytona 500 is coming to SiriusXM NASCAR Radio.
Daytona 500, baby!
The most revered race of the year.
Let's go!
Starts a new season of NASCAR.
It has this aura about it. How you race is going to be different.
40 drivers, unlimited excitement.
Charging to the inside!
And one place to hear all the action.
SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
In the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Touchdown! The road to Super Bowl 58 is on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Bills linebacker Terrell Bernard is in the locker room area getting x-rays on his ankle. It's an ankle injury, getting x-rays for Terrell Bernard. That's a Barnes Firm injury report. Car crash? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. Chris Boswell set to kick this off to Buffalo, whose offense has to get in gear here. He approaches the ball, puts his foot into it. It's up and away, and it's going to go for a touchback 2 yards deep in the end zone.
Bills went 3 and out on their possession to open this second half. They need to sustain a drive here for multiple reasons. One, it's just an 11-point game, but this is a Bills defense that is now very depleted. You've lost 3 guys already in this game, and Bernard, Spector, and Benford. They're getting thin on that side of the ball, so after a longer drive by Pittsburgh there and capping it off with a field goal, they need to sustain a drive here.
Cook is the lone setback. Allen going to go under center here on 1st and 10 from the 25. Digs out to the left. Handoff goes to Cook. Cuts it back. Nice hole up inside. Still looking for extra running room as he's out to the first down marker on a 10-yard carry. Well, that's a good start. Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
James Cook there just puts his foot right in the dirt, makes one cut and gets up the field, able to run through one arm tackle and weave his way to give the Bills a first down to start this drive off.
So it's an even 10 on the carry by Cook as it's 1st and 10 from the 35. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Allen under center here. Bunch formation to the right. Another handoff for Cook through another hole. And he's up over the 40 to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, maybe 7. Keanu Benton on the stop.
James Cook picks up 6 there. He's up to 68 yards on the game here. Adds 5 more receiving. He had a streak of 4 straight games going over 100 yards from scrimmage before that being broke last week against the Dolphins.
2nd and 4 from their own 42. Allen under center. Edwards, the 6th offensive lineman, in. Another handoff for Cook. Coming up the middle on the backside is met in the hole there by Mark Robinson, who makes the tackle and stops Cook short of the first down marker. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, earlier in the game on 3rd and 1, we saw the Bills get right on the line of scrimmage, go to the QB sneak. It looks like we're going to see it here again.
Allen under center. They're going to push him over the left side. Let's see if he gets it. I don't know if he did.
They're marking him short initially. We saw Sean McDermott get aggressive last week in his own territory on 4th and inches and allow them another shot at the QB sneak. And Sean's going to leave his offense on the field. They're going to bring in...
no, the punter's coming out.
No, they're waving Sam Martin back off the field. He saw the tight ends go in here, and he thought he was going in as well for the punt, but the Bills are going to leave their offense on the field.
David Edwards checks in as a 6th offensive lineman. It's 4th and 1, and they're signaling like they're going to run it again. Allen under center. There's the snap, and second effort may have got it. Yes, Allen is on his feet and past the first down marker, and it's a first down signaled by Carl Cheffers. So a fresh set of downs for Buffalo there as they pull players up from a big pile.
Josh was airborne there, and Reggie Gilliam and Latavius Murray, who are behind him, just shoving the back end of that pile. Defenses with this tush-push, brotherly shove, the snow plow, they're getting better and better at defending that nowadays.
So Allen under center here. Cook the lone setback. He's going to take another handoff. Going to try to run it up the middle. Squirts away from a tackler at the line of scrimmage and gets about a yard, maybe 2 on the play. I got to tell you, Cook is a good back at making something out of nothing. He looks like he's dead to rights for no gain or a loss of 1, and he turns it into a +1 or 2.
Yeah, he does a good job of, if it's not there, just getting back to the line of scrimmage, not trying to dance and try and create in the backfield to bring up a big loss. He does a great job of just, at times, getting back to the line of scrimmage, which can be a win.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun with 10 on the play clock. 2nd and 10 here from the Buffalo 46. Here's the snap, back to pass, fires, complete at the first down marker for Dalton Kincaid. Tight coverage, but it was an accurate throw, and it's another first down for the Bills. Landon Roberts on the tackle.
It's a nice throw and catch. This is a nice drive by the Bills here, getting into Steelers territory, churning this clock out, keeping that defense on the sideline, getting them rested. And we'll know more about potential injuries, but it looks like they're going to remain shorthanded on the defense side of the ball without both their starting cornerbacks and both their starting linebackers out.
Here's Allen in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 5. Handoff to Cook. Coming to the right side. And the Steelers bottle that up effectively. Cook maybe gets 2 on the carry. Tackle by Roberts again.
We got another injured Bill down on the field here.
Looks like it's Spencer Brown who's holding his arm.
No, Spencer Brown's back in the huddle. Mitch Morse is in the huddle. Osiris Torrance. I believe this is going to be Connor McGovern as David Edwards is standing over the top of him looking to check into the game at guard.
At Independent Health, you'll find more than 1,000 Western New Yorkers who are big fans of this community and big fans of the Bills, of course. 21-10 Buffalo. They're driving with 4:10 left in the third. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank.
For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
By Speed Global Services. Around the corner or around the world, Speed delivers.
By Miller Lite, proud partner of the Buffalo Bills. It's Miller time.
By Once Again Nut Butter, we spread integrity.
And by Snapdragon Apples. Fuel your day with Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
After my car accident, I didn't know if I had a case, so I called my attorneys at the Barnes firm. My case was worth $1.2 million.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Do you have a case? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
After my job accident, my attorneys at the Barnes firm settled my case for 11 times more than insurance said they would pay.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grider, 500 Pearl.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. The next backyard patio party host, thanks to lines of credit with competitive rates. Even the next thing to check off your to-do list, with home equity loans that let you refinance high-interest debt. Our home lending solutions can help make your dream home a reality. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Find your forever smile. Only at Pure Dental.
Hi, it's Janet Snyder. At Pure Dental, you can have full mouth restoration and permanent ceramic teeth in just 4 hours, all while gently sedated. The Forever Smile system is minimally invasive, using 100% digital technology, ensuring you save time, money, and unnecessary pain. Restore your smile today with Pure Dental. Visit puredental.com or call 333-PURE to schedule your personalized consultation today.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
A Barnes firm injury report. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-million. Terrell Bernard ruled out for the rest of this game with his ankle injury. Connor McGovern walked off with trainers, hoping to see him come back in the game. He's standing on the sidelines now. Maybe he just misses a play. Let's see on that.
David Edwards in for him at left guard on a 2nd and 8 here with 4 minutes left in the third.
Hey, go Mike 38. Luke 50.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Dawson Knox on the right side as well. Allen in the shotgun here. 8 on the play clock, takes the snap. Back to pass, throws it over the middle, and it's over the outstretched hands of Latavius Murray, incomplete. Ty Johnson. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
The Steelers were in zone there, and anytime you tip a ball up in the middle of the field like that versus zone, it's dangerous. It could be an interception quick. There, that ball falls to the turf. 3rd and 8. Coming up for the Bills, who are 4 for 9 today on 3rd down.
Latavius Murray now into the game, to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Bunch formation on the left. One receiver, Sherfield, to the right. Here on a 3rd and 8. 7 on the play clock. Down to 5. There's the snap. Steelers rush 4. Allen has time, now has to roll out. Coming out to the right side, looking down the sideline, throws it back across the field. Complete to Stephon Diggs for a first down at the 29-yard line. Allen does it again. And an injured Steeler on the field is Joey Porter Jr.
What a play by Josh Allen there. Dead to rights in the pocket, scrambles out in a full sprint to his right near the sideline, throws back across his body and finds Stephon Diggs down the field for the first down to keep this drive alive.
And good news, Connor McGovern has checked back into the game at left guard. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, we're watching Joey Porter Jr., for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the turf right now. Guys, usually I stand on the sidelines. I've been standing in the end zone watching the Bills offense come at me. I wanted a different perspective here. Holy cow. I mean, we see it sometimes, Josh Allen, on those plays where he rolls out like he just did and throws across his body. I had no idea. I didn't even see Stephon Diggs. I don't know how Josh Allen saw Stephon Diggs, but obviously a really, really big pickup because there's no way they were going to be in field goal range, especially considering what happened the last time they tried a long field goal and it came out low and it was blocked. So now the Bills get set up here at the 29-yard line with the first set of downs.
They are still tending to Joey Porter Jr. here. And we'll have to see. Yeah, it looks like it might be a neck injury, which you don't want to mess with, obviously. But they've got him up on his feet. And they're going to walk him off with assistance. as he is slowly making his way to the Pittsburgh sideline. Though good to see him up on his feet at the very least.
Connor McGovern was hustling down the field, trying to give a little shove to Stephon Diggs to make sure that he was past the line to gain for the first down. And in the midst of that, gave Joey Porter Jr. a pretty good shot there. And I believe that's what caused that injury.
So it's a 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the Pittsburgh 29. 3:23 left in the third. Buffalo up 21-10 here. Ty Johnson checked into the game, but he's going to line up outside the numbers on the right side with Diggs in the right slot. And now 3 receivers to the left in an empty look here with Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Steelers rush 5. Allen looking deep in the left corner into the end zone and in and out of the hands of Kincaid. A good pass break up there in coverage by Landon Roberts. He went a long way to make that play.
Yeah, I thought Josh Allen had his second touchdown of the day to Dalton Kincaid, and Landon Roberts just gets his hands back into that one to break that one up. Shot dialed up after the injury timeout. Shot dialed up by Joe Brady. Goes for the dagger there and just broken up by Roberts.
Puts a little more mustard on that. It probably gets there. Allen under center here. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Penetration into the Buffalo backfield. And wrapped up for a loss is Cook for -3. Larry Ogunjobi got by Osiris Torrance for the tackle for loss.
So now you have 3rd and 12 coming up at the Steelers' 31-yard line, and this one could be 4-down territory. You either want to get some yards here to make this, and if you're not going to get the first down, get some yards to make an easier field goal attempt, which would then make it a 14-point game, or you get close to the sticks, and then you allow this offense to stay on the field and go for the 4th down conversion.
Latavius Murray in the backfield to the right of Allen, the shotgun. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 4, down to 2. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking underneath, complete to Kincaid. Tries to get away from the tackler, Murray, and he gets down to the 26-yard line. And it's a short gain, and the field goal unit's going to come on for Buffalo, and Martin will hold for Bass.
Murray, if he could have broken out of that tackle there, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. Nice open field tackle by the Pittsburgh defense there, and it's going to force this 45-yard attempt.
This field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. This one will be from the right hash. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is long enough, and it is good. 1:32 left in the third quarter, and the Bills have reassumed their 14-point lead on a 45-yard field goal by Tyler Bass. So points on that drive, obviously important. Neutralizes the field goal drive by Pittsburgh. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
14 plays, 48 yards, 7 minutes and 18 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time. It ends with a Tyler Bass field goal. Yes, Sam Martin was holding on the play. That's all brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
For every field goal this season, the Good Feet store will donate to my charity, the Evan Wood Fund. Join our goal to help chronically ill children and their families right here in our hometown. When the kick is good, together we help children, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Well, the best outcome on that drive, Eric, may have been the 7:18 off the clock.
Yeah, and we talked about that to start the drive, that one, the Bills needed to keep their defense off the field. Pittsburgh had sustained a drive with the injuries. You're going to get worn down defensively. They also need to do some game planning on the sideline. You lose as many guys as they have, they got to figure out answers and who's going to be playing which spots out there. A.J. Klein, who's just elevated from the practice squad, he's running their dime linebacker, which is usually Bernard out there now.
The kickoff is fair caught by Jalen Warren at the 4-yard line. So that'll give Pittsburgh the ball out at the 25. And this Bills defense will try to hold things down with several backups as Joey Porter headed to the locker room for the Steelers.
A.J. Klein, he's now running the show. He's the guy on defense that has the green dot on his helmet. Sean McDermott calling in the defensive play calls to his veteran linebacker that he's got a lot of experience with.
Rudolph in the shotgun here on 1st and 10. Low snap, back to pass, looking, has time, fires it out in the right flat to Allen Robinson, who is wrapped up and dropped by Dorian Williams. Hello, rookie.
And that's the strength of Dorian Williams' game, is we see now Allen Robinson stay down on the field. Yeah, that's a big hit there by Dorian Williams. But Dorian Williams, that kid can fly around, he can hit, and as soon as he gets the experience in this defense to understand all the ins and outs and play recognition from the offense, he is going to be a big-time linebacker in this league.
He wrestled him to the ground, and when he did, Allen Robinson's head whipped back into the turf, which may have caused a concussion, unfortunately, for Robinson, who, when he tried to get to his feet, was struggling to do so.
Yeah, it seems like that's the most common way that guys are getting concussions nowadays. It's that, they've done a great job of protecting the helmet-to-helmet hits out there on the field, which traditionally has caused a lot of head injuries throughout the history of this league. Well, now they've done a great job of banning those, but it's kind of that mechanism of slinging your back of your head when you're wrapped up and you can't brace yourself. Your head hits the back of the turf. It can often cause a concussion.
So loss of 1 on that play as we come up on a minute left in this third quarter. It's 2nd and 11, and the Buffalo crowd getting into it now with Rudolph in the shotgun, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap as Harris goes in motion. Pocket collapsing, throws the ball. It's incomplete. His arm was hit by an oncoming pass rusher. Pass intended for Pat Freiermuth. Might have been Epinesa getting back in there. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 3rd and 11, and the crowd getting whipped into a frenzy here as they're trying to help their defense get a stop. Here's the snap to Rudolph in the shotgun. Back to pass, has time. Now pocket collapsing, getting pressured, fires over the middle, and it's complete for a first down. First down, Pittsburgh, George Pickens.
I thought A.J. Epinesa was going to be there for the sack on the play. Instead, it's a long completion down the field. Ed Oliver originally caused the pressure in the pocket, but Mason Rudolph stands tall in there, and he's able to make a gutsy throw from a collapsing pocket for the first down.
A 19-yard gain converts a 3rd and 11. It's a fresh set of downs for the Steelers. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Freiermuth in motion left to right. Snap to Rudolph. Fakes the handoff, coming the other way with Pickens on an end around, gets away from a tackle, first down yardage and more, and is finally whipped out of bounds by Dorian Williams, but not before a first down. Pickens has been doing a lot for this Steelers offense in the absence of others. That will be the last play of the third quarter. It's time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Score rates up to 5% APY on new certificates of deposit. Member FDIC, Northwest Bank, for what's next. 24-10 your score, but the Steelers on the move. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
By Once Again Nut Butter, we spread integrity.
By Miller Lite, proud partner of the Buffalo Bills. It's Miller time.
By Monroe Extinguisher, your trusted name in fire protection for over 50 years.
And by Salem's Premium Hot Dogs and Deli Meat, available at your favorite retailer all season long.
When I look back at the people and the places that have made a difference in my life, there's always one place that I can count on. ECMC was there for me and my family when I went through cancer, and they're still here for me now. With kind, compassionate caregivers, a team that truly cares. ECMC is one of the main reasons I call Buffalo my home. I'm Jim Kelly. Go where the Bills go. Go where I go. Go to ECMC.
Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction, concrete equipment, forklifts, telehandlers, and a whole lot more. Skyworks Equipment Rental has the right construction equipment and tools you need to get the job done. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and delivering to job sites nationwide, you can trust Skyworks to deploy equipment when and where you need it. To rent, purchase, or to schedule service for your own equipment with our factory-trained technicians, visit SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
Freed Maxick is one of the largest locally owned public accounting firms in the Western New York region and a top 100 CPA firm in the nation. With local knowledge and national acumen, Freed Maxick helped Common Bond, a local real estate developer, navigate the intricacies of development capital. With Freed Maxick, they found a strong partner to navigate tax credit development so they could focus on making the development a success. To learn more about how they went from idea to investment, visit freedmaxick.com. Go with Freed Maxick.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for What's Next. And another player has come off the field for the Bills defense. Taron Johnson just went in the medical tent. We'll have Sal update us as soon as he has one. In the meantime, it's 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Buffalo 42-yard line. And Cam Lewis is going to serve as the nickel corner. Rudolph in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Give is to Warren. Comes right up the middle. Bounces off a tackler. And the tackler was Micah Hyde. And I think he's shaken up on the play. Oh, no, it was Cam Lewis. He gets to his feet, thankfully. Can't have any more injuries on defense.
Yeah, he knifed in through the offensive line. Thought he was going to make the play right in the hole, but he kind of just gets bounced down to the turf right off the running back. And he's able to pop up to his feet. Was worried that might have lost our nickel on back-to-back plays.
Gain of 5 on the carry by Warren. Brings up 2nd and 5. Rudolph in the shotgun. Receiver to each side and a 2 tight end look. Back to pass. Has to roll away from pressure from Epinesa. Going to run for the first down. And he slides 1 yard past the first down marker to the 31. It's a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, Joey Porter for the Steelers being evaluated for a head injury, and not sure what's going on with Taron Johnson. He's been in the tent. He was out there for the next play, but then he came off the field. I don't know if the independent neurologist called in or something happened with him on the field, but he's still in the tent right now.
Yeah, he was not happy about it. He was getting taken off the field. Najee Harris in the backfield to the left of Rudolph in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, and now Harris going to split out wide to the right. Play clock down to 6. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws. Completes it. And racing for a first down is Deontay Johnson. He caught the ball 6 yards downfield and then ran for another 6 for a first down. Dorian Williams and Cam Lewis on the stop.
With all these injuries to this Bills defense, the Steelers offense is starting to catch some rhythm. They're attacking at middle of the field often in the passing game, going after these 2 linebackers and A.J. Klein and Dorian Williams, who have had to fill in because of injury.
Rudolph in the shotgun, Harris to his right, bunch formation of 3 receivers on the right, and now Boykin coming in motion right to left. It's a handoff to Harris, through a hole, tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Dorian Williams, and he's finished off by Ed Oliver, but not before a gain of 3 on the play.
And now we have a Steelers player down on the ground, maybe just fixing his shoe. Najee Harris, I think he lost his shoe on the play.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, running to the Steelers sideline now.
2nd and 8 here with 12:30 left. Bills up 24-10, but the Steelers threatening in the red zone. 2nd and 8 from the Buffalo 17. 3 receivers to the right. Warren to the left of Rudolph in the backfield as Rudolph stands in the shotgun here. Takes the snap, fakes a throw out to the right flat, looking on a corner route for Pickens, and it's incomplete. Great coverage by Dane Jackson on George Pickens. He was stride for stride and had inside position.
And that's great discipline by Dane Jackson. They tried to set up a fake screen out to the running back Warren and then take the shot down the field off of a bluff on a block, and Dane Jackson is makes an extremely smart play there to run stride for stride with him and not bite on it. And now we see Taron Johnson running into the Bills locker room.
Greg Rousseau is going to line up as a defensive tackle, but it's a wide open look here on 3rd and 8. Rudolph has the snap, back to pass, fires, and it's complete to Deontay Johnson. He's looking for the first down marker, and he has it. He squirted between 2 defenders and got the first down. 2 big 3rd down conversions by Deontay Johnson on this drive.
And there, A.J. Klein, he's right in that zone, and he just overruns it, unable to get him down to the ground. And so now the Steelers at the Bills' 9-yard line, threatening to score. This Pittsburgh offense, 27th in the league in scoring touchdowns in the red zone. This Bills defense just 19th in the league at stopping teams from scoring down there.
1st and goal from the 9. Steelers break the huddle late. 4 on the play clock. Rudolph under center. 2 down to 1. Gets it off. Handoff goes to Harris coming over the right side. Student body right, but only a yard or 2 on the play. Tim Settle and Kyer Elam strung it out.
This will be massive here for the Bills defense if they're able to force a field goal attempt to keep this a 2-score game. 11 minutes and counting left in this one. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Bills sitting here with a 24-10 lead.
Might be 4-down territory for Pittsburgh at this stage of the game, Eric. What do you think?
It could be. I mean, you're sitting here thinking, you likely get 2 more possessions in this one, but it's not guaranteed. If you do elect for the field goal, you might not get those 2 possessions to tie it up.
Bunch formation to the left. Rudolph back to pass, looking underneath, complete to Calvin Austin Jr., and he's in for the 7-yard touchdown reception. And we have a ball game here, folks. 24-16 your score, and the kicking unit going to come on for the extra point.
Oftentimes now you'll see teams go for 2 in this situation. Mike Tomlin electing to take the PAT here, and right there they're attacking A.J. Klein in coverage. They did it on the 3rd down attempt, the prior one that they converted, and they also did that one there for the touchdown.
And without Taron Johnson, as the extra point is up and good, you're limited in your dime package as well, unless you want to bring DeMar Hamlin out for the dime.
And now we got a flag at the end of this one. We'll see what this is. If it is against the Bills, would it be an opportunity for them to then go for it to make it a 6-point game and go for 2?
Let's see who the penalty is on here.
It was after the play. There was some pushing and shoving at the end of it. We'll see who they end up enforcing this one against. We haven't been able to see a replay of it yet.
After the play was over, unnecessary roughness, number 65 of the kicking team. The extra point is good. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So that's Dan Moore, the left tackle, who's the guilty party. It's going to be enforced on the kickoff. 10:32 left. Bills up 24-17. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Hey, college football fans, this is Jacob Hester. All season long, we've followed the stars of tomorrow on College Sports Radio. And now we'll help you get ready for their next step, the 2024 NFL Draft. Every Thursday, check out a new episode of Draft Central on the SiriusXM app when Rhett Lewis interviews the top draft prospects as they work through the Senior Bowl, Combine, and ultimately wait to hear their name called in Detroit this April. Our team of experts on College Sports Radio gets you closer to the NFL Draft on SiriusXM Channel 84 and the SiriusXM app.
The end of an era in New England.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of SiriusXM.
That will be someone other than Bill Belichick along the sidelines.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
This is the single greatest run in the history of professional sports. It will never be duplicated.
And expert analysis on NFL Radio.
24 years of sustained success. It was just magical.
Live sports talk when you need it is on SiriusXM in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Basketball season is heating up on NBA radio.
A spectacular move by LeBron James.
We break down the latest news every day.
It's unfair to sit there and be like, well, I mean, we're missing our best players. You got 2 other superstars.
And bring you the best games every night.
Tatum gallops into the paint and flushes hard with the right hand.
And in just a few weeks, hear wall-to-wall coverage from 2024 All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis. Only on SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
NHL All-Star Weekend returns to Toronto, and SiriusXM NHL Network Radio brings you all the action.
Pass and a quick shot. Scores! Matthews!
Lost for Crosby for the HP. He's good. Hear conversations with all-star players and coaches. All-Star Media Day, player draft, skills competition, and play-by-play of the 2024 All-Star Game. 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend live. Beginning February 1st on NHL Network Radio, Channel 91 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Join MLB Network Radio's Spring Training Tour with stops in all 30 camps on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app starting late February.
Officially, Taron Johnson is being evaluated for a head injury for the Bills. They're starting nickel cornerback. Same thing for Allen Robinson, the wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who took a penalty on that extra point. So the Steelers have to kick off from 15 yards deeper. Bills should have a chance for much better field position than normal after a kickoff here. And that was your Barnes Firm injury report. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-million.
The Bills with an interesting kick return formation, too. They have 3 returners back, kind of staggered off, so they're trying to prevent a squib opportunity here. Hardy, Shakir, and Isabella all back deep.
And it's interesting because they had those 3 guys back on regular kickoffs, but obviously you want the opportunity for anybody to field it and return it here, with the Steelers kicking from their own 20. And it doesn't get much hang time either. Isabella takes it at his 11, runs up to the 20, to the 25, cuts it back, and gets to the 31-yard line. So about 6 yards better than normal.
He stumbled as he caught that ball, and so he had no head of steam moving forward. So they get a little better field position. They're actually going to mark him down at the 30. This is a monster drive coming up here for this Bills offense. They've got to sustain the drive and keep the defense off the field, and they need to get this back to a 2-score game. Even a field goal on this drive would be huge to make it a 2-score game.
10:27 left. David Edwards onto the field as a 6th offensive lineman. Bills going with a heavy 3 tight end look with Allen under center. Murray the lone setback. Here's the handoff. No, fake handoff. It's play action. Allen looking deep down the left sideline and tripped up on the play, and it's going to be defensive pass interference. Dalton Kincaid, the intended receiver, but he was totally tripped up by Miles Jack, the linebacker, in coverage. And that's going to move the football down the field.
Former Buffalo Bill Levi Wallace begging for that to be an uncatchable pass as the ball sailed out of bounds. The officials talking this one over. 2 flags actually came out on the play. I thought Josh Allen had a better opportunity for the deep shot to Diggs on the other side of the field, but he goes across the field to Kincaid, who gets wiped out by the linebacker. Levi Wallace really pleading his case, and we'll see if this one is going to be overturned.
Yeah, I got to say, watching on replay, it was 3 yards over the sideline.
Yeah, and I think Josh Allen knew that, he's got to put it right on the sideline because it was fairly tight coverage there with Jack. And, Jack essentially pulls him down on the play. It could have been defensive holding prior to that ball even hitting the ground, but we'll see. It's a long discussion down there. Maybe the eye in the sky helps them out here, where they have someone up in the booth watching on video monitors that can often call down to the officials in these situations and help them out with the call.
Let's see what Carl Cheffers decides as they're having.
Holding, number 16, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
It's definitely that, at the very least.
Okay, so they're going to call defensive holding there, but the ball's in the air. So if the ball's in the air, that needs to be a PI spot foul.
Number 76 is eligible. 76 is eligible.
Unless there was a hold prior to him essentially tackling him to the ground, which I didn't see, then I don't see how that one's a defensive holding and not a PI.
So it's a free 5 yards, 1st and 10 from the 35. Handoff goes to Cook, coming up the middle, through a hole, dances away from a tackler, and spins near the first down marker. It's a 9-yard gain. Miles Jack on the stop. We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for What's Next.
That's going to bring Cook to 75 yards on the game. He's averaged over 4 yards a carry. He's now at 4.7 yards per carry. He's been productive in this game.
David Edwards, the 6th offensive lineman here on 2nd and short, as we're 9:50 left and counting left in this one. Allen under center, takes the snap, handoff to Cook. He's got the first down and falls forward for another couple as he's out to the 47-yard line on the Bills' half of the field. Mark Robinson with the tackle.
9 minutes and 30 seconds left in counting in this one. Both teams with 3 timeouts. And we mentioned this is a pivotal drive in this football game. You got a 7-point lead here in the fourth quarter. If you could extend this to a 2-score game, it's going to be tough for the Steelers to come back in it.
Ty Johnson checks in with 9:12 left in counting. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right is Diggs. Johnson to the left of Allen, the shotgun. Diggs with late motion left to right. Handoff, no, it's a keeper by Allen. Through the gut, first down yardage and more as he's all the way down to the 39-yard line into Pittsburgh territory. Minkah Fitzpatrick, the safety, had to make the tackle. Man, did he go down the field like a shot. He can really move.
Read option there, and Josh Allen elects to keep it. Earlier on his touchdown play, read from the advanced stats that he was running 19.33 miles per hour in his long touchdown run. That's the fastest of any Bill with a ball who's been carrying a ball throughout this game.
3 receivers to the right, Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun in the backfield. Now flips to the right side. Here's the snap. Throws it out in the right flat to Diggs, has a blocker in front, and runs ahead for another few yards. It's a gain of 5 down to the 35. Marcus Golden made the tackle.
RPO there, and Stephon Diggs is the recipient of the screen on the outside with a loaded box. There, Diggs goes for the slide to avoid the big contact. He needed to dive forward because he slid feet first. They mark him down where he initiated the slide, which was only a 5-yard gain. Felt like that should have been closer to an 8-yard gain there on the outside.
Allen in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the left. Diggs by himself on the right. Cook in the backfield to his right. 5 on the play clock here on 2nd and 5. Down to 3, 2. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. It's another keeper for Allen, who slides and is hit as he slides, and a flag flies for roughing the passer. Miles Jack is the guilty party again.
And now Spencer Brown needs to avoid getting a personal foul to offset this as he's looking to retaliate for the shot being taken on Josh Allen. I wouldn't want to be a defender in this league going against Josh Allen because he's so big and physical. You have to keep your momentum going towards him, but then when he does slide and you make contact, then you're going to get the personal foul. It's tough playing defensive football here in the NFL nowadays.
Personal foul, number 16, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
That is a huge penalty for the Bills as it is going to march it off.
Yeah, you got Josh Allen with over 70 yards rushing in this game. He's bigger than you are if you're Miles Jack, but Josh Allen initiates the slide pretty far back, and that's tough. That's a tough penalty there for the Steelers.
He's trying to pull off of it, but once you're flying through the air, it's a little late. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Steelers 18. Takes the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Dances away from one tackler and dives forward as pursuit closed in. Gets a yard on the play. The Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Give the crowd an assist on the penalty as well. As soon as Josh got hit as he was sliding, this crowd erupted looking for the penalty. So now you have the ball on the 17-yard line of the Steelers. You're already in field goal range here. You want to keep bleeding this clock. 6 minutes and 50 seconds and counting, and you've got to at least get 3 points here on this drive, so you cannot go backwards.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 5 on the play clock here on 2nd and 9. Takes the snap. Back to pass, fires over the middle, complete on a crossing route to Shakir, who gets away from the tackler. Down to the 10, looking for the end zone, and he's in! Khalil Shakir did a disappearing act on the tackler, reversed his field, and found the end zone. Unbelievable!
What a play. Thought that play was over when he initially got spun around. He keeps his feet alive and then weaves through the secondary of the defense to put this Bills team up 13 points. What a play by Shakir, who's stepped up in the absence of Gabe Davis being out of this game.
He just shook the linebacker, Michael Walker, completely out of his shoes. He is still looking for the license plate. It's number 10, and the last name is Shakir. The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care.
Good. Looks like Diggs got dinged up on that last play, walking off the field with trainers. Hope he's all right there.
Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is a line drive, but it's up and it is good. 6:27 left in this one, and the Bills back in control, up 31-17. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Super Wildcard Weekend wraps up as the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hurts looking. He fires. Complete for a touchdown to Dallas Goedert.
Battle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's the snap. Mayfield throws toward the end zone. Caught ball. Mike Evans. Touchdown Tampa Bay.
Tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Hear the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Eagles call on Sirius 83 XM225. The Bucks call on Sirius 81 XM226. In the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. The NFL playoffs are here, and Sports Grid Radio has all the information you need to get the winning edge over the sports books.
There's been a ton of sharp money that's come in, dropped the line way down to as low as 4.
All the lines, odds, totals, and player props for every game, right up through the Super Bowl.
We're not dealing with a total 44.5, 45.5. We're in the mid-50s now.
When it happens in your favorite sport, it's covered on Sports Grid Radio.
I like the over, and I think they'll beat them by 11 or more.
Channel 159 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Good afternoon, everybody!
Hear the passion.
Be aggressive. Get something done.
Hear the knowledge.
The game, folks, is about two plays, and that's what it comes down to.
Hear the personality.
I'm going to start here in an angry mood.
Get somebody on the radio!
That has made him a sports talk legend.
Does that make any sense to you? Drives you crazy.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Russo. Weekdays 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
This is Dave LaGreca, host of Busted Open, the #1 pro wrestling show in the world. Whether it's WWE, AEW, or TNA, the world of pro wrestling is the hottest it's ever been, and we cover it for you 7 days a week. If you follow daily or want to jump back in, Busted Open is the only place to hear the past, present, and future of pro wrestling, only on SiriusXM Fight Nation, channel 156 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Touchdown! The road to Super Bowl 58 is on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Buffalo Bills. They had to get points on that drive. It's a touchdown after a Toyota drive time of 7 plays, 70 yards, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Khalil Shakir catches it, breaks a tackle. It's into the end zone. It's all brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Eric, you mentioned Stephon Diggs was shaken up at the end of that run. He lay on the field as his teammates were celebrating. Mitch Morse came out to get him, walked him over. I just looked, though. He's in good spirits on the sidelines. Looks like everything's okay with Stephon.
That's because Miles Jack tackled him, jumped on his back, and forced him to the ground. Dirty play, as far as I'm concerned. That was also Khalil Shakir's first career playoff touchdown. It's given the Bills a 31-17 lead as Tyler Bass kicks it off, and it's going to go for a touchback. 6:27 left, and defensive tactics here, Eric. We've seen the Steelers go after A.J. Klein in coverage. They've used the dime package, even though they don't have Taron Johnson. Cam Lewis in the slot. They had DeMar Hamlin out as the dime safety. Might you go back to more dime and force them to run and bleed clock.
I think you'll get to it quicker than you would in normal down and distance and normal gameplay. But the Bills are going to start off with 2 linebackers here. 6:27 left in this game. 3 timeouts. They can still run the football.
Rudolph in the shotgun, going to hand it off to Warren. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle and wrap up there by Leonard Floyd, who crashed down the line to make the stop. No gain on the play.
Warren has been effective on those draw plays. That's exactly what they run there as well. Leonard Floyd sniffs it out, sees that the right tackle isn't doing a true pass set, and he's able to make the play at the line of scrimmage.
Steelers in the hurry up. Rudolph back to pass, throws complete to Freiermuth on the right side at the 30. Klein tackles him with some help from Kyer Elam. Gain of 7 on the play, and Freiermuth comes up limping. He's going to have to come off.
Yeah, he's limping over to the sideline right now, and we have 3rd down coming up for the Steelers. 3 for 8 on the game.
3rd and 3, and the Bills are going to stay in nickel here. 5:37, and now a timeout is called by Pittsburgh.
First charge timeout, Pittsburgh. A 30-second timeout.
This team timeout is brought to you by Oshai Children's Hospital. Support the place where lives change for good. Donate today.
That's interesting to me. They would call a timeout in that situation. They had plenty of time left on the play clock. It wasn't running down. Likely, understanding this is a crucial 3rd and 3, you don't want to rush the play call. And with Freiermuth coming off, maybe they didn't have something teed up, but you only have 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores on the road here. That makes it a little bit more difficult.
If you're in a car crash, call the Barnes firm. Our hometown attorneys want to help you get the best result possible. Call 1-800-8-MILLION now. It could be the best call you make. DeMar Hamlin into the game as the dime safety here. Dime look here on 3rd and 3. Rudolph in the shotgun, calling Warren back into the backfield. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass, pressure coming, hit as he throws. In coverage is A.J. Klein, who wraps up Jalen Warren and drops him short of the 1st down marker. Leonard Floyd provided the pressure on the quarterback, Rudolph.
Yeah, and Leonard Floyd beat the right tackle, Broderick Jones, right off the snap, which forced Mason Rudolph to have to dump it down right away, and that allowed A.J. Klein to diagnose it and make the stop.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. It's 4th and 3, and the Steelers are going for it. Rudolph in the shotgun, the crowd in a frenzy, and Buffalo is going to call a timeout here.
Timeout, Buffalo. A 30-second timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
That's the Sean McDermott snapshot. He was watching to see what play call that the Steelers were going to get into here, what formation. He'll get his guys together, prep them for that one, and potentially get the Steelers into their second best choice for a crucial 4th and 3 here with the game on the line. The Bills get this stop here. You take over at the Pittsburgh 32-yard line. This game's virtually over.
So with 4:53 left, this is essentially the game. 4th and 3 on the Steelers 32. Rudolph in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. And now Najee Harris late motion out of the backfield. Back to pass is Rudolph, and it's off the hands of George Pickens. Incomplete. Dane Jackson in coverage. And it's a turnover on downs.
Really nice play by the University of Pitt grad. He goes stride for stride with Pickens there, and he gets the pass break up, and that's one heck of a play there. So now the Bills are going to take over. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. They're up 14. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. And here the Bills are going to get
Number 76. Reports is eligible. 76 is eligible.
They're going to get in clock draining mode here. So ball carriers stay in bounds. No penalties. 2 hands on the football at all times. This drive ending in a kick, in a field goal attempt, would still be a win.
6 offensive linemen on the field with David Edwards in. Allen under center. Ty Johnson, the lone setback. 4:50 left. Here's the snap. Hand off to Johnson. Going to go right up the middle. and try to plow his way forward, which he does as he picks up 3 yards on the play. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, and I got to tell you guys, boy, the Bills dodged a bit of a bullet before that play. They didn't have the right personnel on, and Dorian Williams ran off.
When you have the amount of injuries that the Bills have at this point, there's a lot of theatrics going in for proper substitution on defense right now.
Allen under center, another handoff to Ty Johnson, going to bounce it outside, gets the corner and the first down. Unfortunately, he's wrestled out of bounds by Patrick Peterson, which will stop the clock at 4:02.
He goes out of bounds, but he gets the first down, and he likely needed to go out of bounds in order to get the first down. And so he had to use that sideline there to turn the corner on the defense.
The Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. 4:02 left, 1st and 10 at the Steelers 20. Allen going to go under center again. Heavy formation with tight ends on the field. Digs the lone receiver out to the left. Ty Johnson in the backfield. There's another handoff for Ty Johnson. Going to try to work his way and only gets back to the original line of scrimmage as he's stopped by Larry Ogunjobi. Cam Hayward also in on the tackle. Timeout called here by the Steelers, and it's brought to you by Gates Vascular Institute. This is the place for life-saving stroke care.
Far from perfect here for the Bills today. Up 31-17, though. Up 2 scores. You got the ball at the Pittsburgh 20-yard line. If you kick the field goal from here, which would make it a 3-score game and virtually impossible for the Steelers to come back, it'd be a 38-yard attempt. Now, I will say, Bills have already had 1 field goal blocked in this game, and they've also had a few other low-line drive kicks and PATs. So if they could avoid kicking the ball on this drive, they sure would love to do that.
2nd and 10 here at the 20. 3:57 left. Allen under center. Johnson the lone setback. Another heavy formation. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Johnson. Going to cut it back through a hole. And he's got another first down as he's down inside the 10. They're going to mark him down at the 9-yard line. An 11-yard carry. Stopped by Patrick Peterson. That's going to help a lot.
It's interesting to me they put in Ty Johnson here. Earlier in the season, we've seen Latavius Murray in this role. We've seen James Cook get carries at the end of the game at times. And then last week, we saw some with Leonard Fournette. And here in this one, they're giving the ball to Ty Johnson. I like what he brings to the table. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he's got that little extra thump to him. That pile is always moving forward when he's in the game.
Explosion and power. Another heavy set. Allen under center. It's another handoff for Ty Johnson. This time he's wrapped up in the backfield as Connor McGovern got beat on penetration there by Cam Hayward, the 11-year veteran.
Bills are going to have to run one more play here before getting to the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh still with just 1 timeout left in this game. Bills have 2 minutes and 50 seconds counting left in this one. Just 18 seconds on the play clock now.
Allen going to step under center here, presumably run the play clock all the way down to 1 and then hand it off again.
Alert it. Ding me in.
5 on the play clock. Now down to 2. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Johnson. Hole on the right side was open for a second, but closed quickly as he's tackled by Robinson on the play after a short gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 9, and the Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. This team timeout is brought to you by Oshai Children's Hospital. This is the place where GI questions are answered.
We've seen the Bills in these under 4-minute situations be aggressive in the past. I think back to the Patriots game when they threw a late pass to Diggs in that one, which they completed, kept the clock rolling. I'd imagine here with a chip shot field goal already in place that you just keep this ball on the ground again and take it down to the 2-minute warning, kick the field goal, and give yourself the 3-score game. I think that's got to be your answer here.
It's the same exact look. Diggs out to the left side. Allen under center. Johnson the lone setback. 2:24 left. There's the snap. Another handoff. Johnson was thinking about cutting it outside and lunges forward as he's wrapped up there by Eric Rowe. Only gets about a yard on the play as it's down to the 8. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 26-yard field goal attempt coming up for Tyler Bass after the break.
Tune into the postgame show and the first response from the fans. Brought to you by Serve Pro of Buffalo's Team Luzzy. Serve Pro, first and faster to any disaster. It's the 2-minute warning. Bills up 31-17 on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Dear Bills fans, the road to victory isn't always paved. That's why Toyota trucks have the grit, toughness, and determination you need when the game is on the line. So add the rugged Tundra, the redesigned Tacoma, or the off-road Icon 4Runner to your roster. Because whichever truck you choose, you're getting a fierce competitor. Go Bills! Toyota is the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, it's Aaron Bruning from Snyder Industries to tell you some exciting news. Here's an opportunity for you to start the new year with the best offer you will get during the holiday season. How does a career with the best machine shop in Western New York sound? $80,000 a year salary with available overtime, 401k match, fresh market cafeteria, on-site gym, and free healthcare options. It's time to see what your current job is not offering and why your boss hates hearing our ad by visiting our website at snydercnc.com or call us at 716-707-GEAR.
Attention all business owners and managers. When it comes to fire safety, there's only one name you can trust. Monroe Extinguisher Company. With over 50 years of being locally owned and operated, Monroe Extinguisher Company has been the backbone of fire safety in this community. From fire extinguishers to cutting-edge fire suppression systems and emergency light services, they've got you covered. Visit MonroeExtinguisher.com to schedule your worry-free fire safety consultation. Monroe Extinguisher Company. Your safety, our expertise.
Don't let the winter end your grilling season early. Stay hot with Salen's Grilled For You hot dogs. Pre-grilled for convenience and ready to heat and eat in minutes. And for big party platter satisfaction in little bites, try Salen's new Smokehouse Cocktail Wieners. No grill? No time? No problem. Let Salen's do the grilling this winter. Shop Salen's Grilled For You hot dogs and Smokehouse Cocktail Wieners at a grocery retailer near you.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
The Bills can close this out in the last 2 minutes. They will head to the divisional round of the AFC playoffs. It'll be held right here at Highmark Stadium, 6:30 p.m. Sunday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Thanks very much, Sal. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Tyler Bass on to attempt a 27-yard field goal from the right hash. With 2 minutes left, field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams, on and off the field. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin. Kick is a line drive that was hooked left, and it is no good.
Unsuccessful field goal kicked inside the 20-yard line is returned to the 20-yard line as a touchback.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with Bass. It started from the opening kickoff, which was a low liner squib that didn't look like an intentional squib attempt. And here we're getting a chance to see the replay up here in the booth. But, I mean, he hasn't been making solid contact for most of the night. Wow. Snap looked maybe a touch low, maybe a little out of rhythm because of that. But
his toe might have even hit the turf on the follow-through. I could tell you in pregame warm-ups, he was fighting to find his swing, so to speak, much like a golfer. And sometimes when the ball's a rock, you feel like you have to overcompensate. 1st and 10 for the Steelers, and Rudolph throws underneath, complete, for a 5-yard gain as Connor Hayward, the fullback, makes the catch. 2nd and 5 with 1:43 left and counting. Rudolph in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, over the middle, underneath to Najee Harris, and tackled by Jordan Poyer, but he's got a first down out to the 34. 9-yard gain there on the pass play, as the Steelers are obviously in the hurry-up, down 14. Rudolph in the shotgun, back to pass, fires out to the right side, and it's incomplete, wide of the target. Dane Jackson in coverage. Pass was intended for Calvin Austin.
Dane Jackson broke on that ball. If that's an accurate ball, he may have a chance at an interception there. It's a nice play by Poyer on the previous play. He essentially swatted down the stiff arm from Harris to trap his arm down to be able to make the tackle to keep him in bounds and keep this clock running. 1 minute and 13 seconds left in this one. Bills still with 2 timeouts. Steelers with none.
2nd and 10 here at the Pittsburgh 35. Rudolph in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure coming from the outside from Miller. Pass is off, intended for Harris coming out of the backfield, but it's incomplete. Klein in coverage. Von Miller with the pressure on Rudolph. Got a paw on him, but couldn't stop him from throwing.
Well, that's as explosive of a pass rush as I've seen from Von Miller all year. He goes with a swat and a rip, and he goes right around Broderick Jones, the right tackle for the Steelers, and he got there in a hurry. If Mason Rudolph doesn't step up in the pocket and get rid of that ball, essentially on a throwaway, Von Miller's getting his first sack of the season.
1:09 left, 3rd and 10 from the 35 for Pittsburgh. Rudolph in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires over the middle, complete to Freiermuth, and he's tackled by Micah Hyde at the 49-yard line on the Steelers' half of the field, but it's going to move the sticks again after a 14-yard pass play. Under a minute to play, and they snap and spike to stop the clock on 1st and 10. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Just shy of midfield. Or actually, it is right at the midfield line.
Yeah, and so Bills have forced the Steelers to run some time off the clock. They're just right now here at midfield. 52 seconds left here in the game.
2nd and 10. Ball at midfield. Rudolph in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Rudolph back to pass. Pressure coming. Knocked by Miller. Gets away. Fires it down the field, and it's going to be short of the intended target, Calvin Austin. And there's a flag on the play.
Gosh, Von Miller had such a good spin move there, and he gets to the quarterback and just doesn't bring him down.
Passer number 91. Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
So it's charged to Ed Oliver for roughing the passer. After the ball was thrown, yeah, Oliver took 2 steps and then hit him. Kind of a foolish penalty and unnecessary.
And this is, this is the group out there right now with Ed Oliver, Rousseau, Von Miller, and they got A.J. Epinesa. But when you assembled this defensive line in the offseason and you're looking at it even with Floyd in on the last play, this is what you were hoping for. A bunch of guys out there that can all get home and close out a ball game. Von Miller almost did it there, and Ed Oliver just gets there late and gets the penalty.
Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap to Rudolph. Pressure coming, dumps it down underneath to Najee Harris. Spins away from a tackle, but is wrapped up by A.J. Klein at the 30 after a gain of 5. Poyer also helping on the tackle.
Ed Oliver trying to make up for that penalty, smokes the right guard there, almost gets the sack, forces the dump down.
Under 30 seconds, Rudolph rolls out to his left, flag on the play. Rudolph going to run out of bounds to stop the clock with 20 seconds left on 2nd and 5. As he gets it down to the 27 for a gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 2, but let's see what the flag's about.
It's thrown right around the line of scrimmage. Generally, this is someone lined up in the neutral zone or an illegal formation by the offense since they let this play go after the penalty was thrown. 20 seconds left in this ball game. This Bills defense has done a nice job of tackling here, keeping guys in bounds.
Substitution number 19, offense, came off the bench, did not get inside the numbers as required. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That one's not good.
Pretty heads-up officiating there to notice that. And oftentimes in these hurry-up offense modes at the end of the half and end of the game, it can be tough to judge that. And that's a nice job by the officials noticing that they didn't get out to the required mark.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for What's Next. So that brings it back to the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Rudolph in the shotgun, same formation. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing, throws it deep down the right sideline, looking for Deontay Johnson, and it's just short. He had to try to come back to the football, but Rudolph didn't get it there. Might have had a chance for a touchdown.
Yeah, Dane Jackson, nice job in coverage there, though, running stride for stride with Johnson. down the field. And by the time Johnson got his head turned around, they kind of bumped into each other, and the ball falls to the turf. Von Miller putting together maybe his best series of the season here late in this one.
3rd and 10, 14 seconds left. Rudolph in the shotgun, empty set here, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. 2 on the play clock, 1, they get it off. Rudolph looking down the field, now going to tuck it and run. Tried to trip him, was Miller, couldn't get to him. He's wrapped up by Poyer, but with 5 seconds left, they're not going to get back to the line in time to spike the football, and this one is over. The Bills emerge victorious with a 31-17 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. They will advance to the divisional round where they will host the Kansas City Chiefs here on Sunday night at 6:30. As you said, Eric, not a lights-out performance, but a convincing one as they win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and you put up 31 points in a playoff game, and you really dominate this one from the start. And we're going to go down to Sal now.
Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
All right, I'm sitting here with Dane Jackson, guys. Dane, as he says hello to Kenny Pickett, his pit guy over here. Hey, Dane, tell me about all the injuries on defense and how you guys were able to overcome everything.
Yeah, man, it's like we always do it, treat it as the next man mentality, you know? Everybody got to be ready to step up, and those guys that went down, they got to get healthy, and we're going to keep stepping up.
Talk me about through the 4th down play that you stopped that you were in coverage on the second to last series there.
I just had to trust myself, you know what I mean? Stay square, stay patient, trust myself and make a play.
Another year you guys are going to the divisional round. The difference is this year the Chiefs are coming here next week. How good does that feel to stay in front of these fans next week in the AFC playoffs?
It feels great, you know what I mean? We got the best fans in the league, you know what I mean? They keep showing up for us. Loudest stadium in the league, man. They keep coming out for us, so we just got to keep bringing it next week.
Congratulations, Dane.
Thank you.
All right, Dane Jackson, who went to the University of Pittsburgh, and now he beats his hometown Pittsburgh Steelers here as part of the Buffalo Bills victory over the Steelers in the AFC Super Wildcard Weekend. Guys, it came with a lot of injuries. We're going to talk about those throughout the week, but in the meantime, it's time to celebrate a Buffalo Bills victory here at Highmark Stadium. Through all the weather, through all of the injuries, the Bills walk off victorious. They'll have the Kansas City Chiefs right here at Highmark Stadium next Sunday, 6:30 p.m.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. Time for our difference maker of the game, brought to you by Independent Health, Well Beyond Insurance. And this one is pretty much a layup. It's Josh Allen, who had 3 touchdown passes on 21 of 30 passing for 203 yards, finishes with a passer rating of 121.9, and oh, by the way, had a 52-yard touchdown run to boot. 4 touchdowns for Josh Allen, whose play in the wild card round is epic.
It is. Yeah, I mean, he has 4 total touchdowns here again in this one, and you know, you put him in this stadium in the playoffs, he puts on a show, and he did it again here tonight in Orchard Park.
So, Eric, looking ahead to Kansas City, there is some concern here. The Bills down 6 players on defense, counting Tyrell Dodson and Rasul Douglas, who missed this game. You would certainly hope that their health is better for next week, and maybe you can add them back into the fray, because you're facing a much different offense this coming week against the Chiefs.
Yeah, you got Patrick Mahomes, you have Andy Reid leading the show, Rashee Rice emerging there, obviously Travis Kelce, which means we might get a Taylor Swift sighting in Buffalo next weekend. But, you know, the Chiefs are going to have 9 days rest. And, you know, I was talking to Bills coaches today, and I didn't want to bring this up on air beforehand because I didn't want to maybe give any bulletin board material or anything. They started game planning the potential of a Kansas City game today. I mean, that's what you have to do, understanding that, you know, the hay's in the barn. The hay's been in the barn in this game plan for multiple days, and you're going to lose a day. So the Bills are going to have 6 days rest. The Chiefs are going to have 2 extra days rest. But look, you're excited, and you earned that by getting the 2 seed. You won at Kansas City during the season to give you the right to host this game in Orchard Park next week.
Yeah, and what have Bills fans been saying for years? Let's just get the Chiefs here on our turf. They get that opportunity. this coming Sunday in the divisional playoff. Stick around for the coaches' post-game news conference brought to you by Northtown Automotive. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at northtownauto.com. Your final here, 31-17, as the 2 seed beats the 7 seed, and the Bills sprinted out to an early 14-0 lead.